Kia ora, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Archery Nationals, New Zealand Archery Nationals here at One Tree Hill. We've had the recurve event this morning, but now it's time for the compound session, isn't it? We've got two national champions from the recurve event this morning. Cherie Kinnear, women's champion, Stephen Florence, men's, obviously. Well done, congratulations, national champ. That's your best result ever, isn't it?
Yeah, my best result was a senior at the Nationals, so it was really awesome. Won the target event early in the week, so really cool to get the double gold today.
Okay, and you sort of had three events today, didn't you? You had the teams and the districts.
Yeah, it was quite a busy day for me, so I started off with the teams, districts right after, and then basically went straight back into my individual match.
Right, and Stephen, you're the male champion this morning in recurve. You only had the one event, and you've been in that event a number of times in the final.
Yeah, fortunately or unfortunately, I've been in at least 4, possibly 5, but that's the first time to win it, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
Okay, and you won today, so congratulations to you both, national champs, gold medalists, athletes, slayers. Okay, so now we're going to compound. So you did recurve this morning, that's over 70 metres. Compound, over 50 metres. A brief sort of rundown on what the difference is between the two?
Yeah, with the bows or the layout with the field?
Both, because I know nothing about archery.
Well, starting off with the range, I guess it's 50 metres, so it is a bit closer. The targets are a bit smaller, so they shoot spots.
Yep.
So it only goes out to the blue ring for them as well. So yeah, same format in terms of the shooting, but they don't do sets. So as you saw with the recurve, we had the 2 set points for a win.
Yeah.
The compounds have the accumulative score. So they shoot basically 5 rounds, and the highest score at the end of that wins the match.
Okay, so it just keeps adding up. Whoever gets the best wins, whoever gets the most wins. Okay, and Stephen, you're coming back for some commentary. You're not in this afternoon's compound event, or you are?
No, I'm just. I wish I could shoot both, but they won't let me do it. Yeah, I'm coming back for some more commentary this afternoon. It should be really fun. I know a lot of the compounders, so it should be good to rib them a bit.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the live feed of this from wherever you are in the world. Hello, shout out to you. If you are in Auckland, feel free to come on down. It's at One Tree Hill, Cornwall Park. Beautiful spot. This place has been around for over 100 years. They've been shooting archery here, I heard. Is that right? Am I wrong?
Not sure about the archery, but it's been here for a long time.
Yeah, I think it might be New Zealand's oldest club. I don't want to. It's 100 years sounds almost right.
Yeah, well, it's the 76 Nationals that you're watching today, and thank you very much for joining us. Let's get stuck into it. The recurve is done. It's time now for some compound. Okay, sitting back down in the commentary seat now, joined in the commentary box by Emily Cavell. Hello, is that how I say your last name?
Yeah, that's
Cavell?
correct. Thank you.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Now, you've been competing this morning in the recurve section of this competition?
Yep, that's right.
How was it out there?
It was fantastic. The setup is awesome. We don't normally get something like this in New Zealand, so it's pretty exciting.
Where are you from? Where do you...
I'm from this club, actually. I train here pretty much every day.
Nice club, quite renowned, isn't it, for its sort of setup below the One Tree Hill there, under these big gold trees.
That's right. That mountain's a little bit famous now. Whenever I go overseas to a comp, people are like, "Oh, I know you before from all your photos with that mountain, and you're that girl." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah. All right. So what we're doing the first thing up this afternoon is teams matchplay finals compound. So it's the gold medal match straight into it. No silver or bronze. Oh no, there is a silver. No bronze match here. Kiwi Vows or Rose Between Two Thorns. Do you know anything about these teams or players?
Yeah, they're all pretty good archers, actually. I think Ben Trim and the Kiwi Vows, if that's how you pronounce it, he's quite young, like Ben from my team this morning. So
yeah, 15 years old, isn't he?
Yeah, so exact same as the other Ben. But yeah, they're great shooters, so it'll be an interesting match to see.
And how long have you been doing archery for?
Around about 5 years now.
Do you remember shooting your first bow?
Yep.
What do you say, your first arrow?
Yeah. It was here at this club, and I was hooked right from the first one.
And are you a junior or a senior? Or
yeah, that's right. I'm 19, so for us, junior is under 20 years old.
Okay. And but you're competing in the adult section as well, the senior section as well?
Yeah, so I compete in both divisions, both junior and open. But this nationals I chose to shoot junior just because it's my last chance to do so. Yeah.
Are you having a go in the compound, or are you just
No, recurve only for me. You can't go to the Olympics with compound, so I don't see the point.
Sure, absolutely, I understand that. So, have you? And what is that looking like for you? Like sort of Olympic representation.
I'm looking at the 2024 Olympic Games.
Okay.
Yeah, so it should be pretty exciting. Not quite ready for 2020. I think I need a bit more international experience, but yeah.
We've got a 2-minute warning now until we kick things off here. So this, when you say it's different, the bow's different.
Yeah,
you're
that's
holding
right.
a different machine.
Yeah, pretty much. So compounds are a lot. They're a lot faster, so much more power.
Alright, you happy with all of that?
And they use a release to hold the string rather than your fingers.
How are your calluses on your fingers after this morning's efforts?
They're not too bad.
No, you're
they
pretty good.
They look.
Little bit of a rough patch on your index.
Yeah, they look a lot worse after a heavy day's training.
Yeah. Yeah, how often are you training to get out here for a nationals like this? Are you in here a couple times a week, or is it every day, or is it
6 days a week?
6 days a week?
Yeah, and about 1,000 to 1,500 arrows per week.
Wow.
Yeah.
1,500 arrows a week.
Yeah, got to put in the work.
Okay,
Yep.
welcome along to the
And how do you feel about today's performance from yourself? Are you happy with what went down?
No.
No?
They weren't quite what I wanted, but at the same time, I got the points we needed to win, so that's all that matters.
Okay, cool. So in the commentary box for this first session of Compound, you've got Emily Cavill and myself, Luke Taplin. So thank you very much for joining us here live on this broadcast from the Auckland Archery Club. It's the 76th Nationals of Archery here in New Zealand. We've had the recurve this morning, so that's all done and dusted. Congratulations to the champions there, and moving forward into the compound. Just a quick shout out to the sponsors: Archery Warehouse, PTS Genesis, NZCT, Southern Trust, and CSE Genesis.
Our first match, the team goals.
Sorry, PSC Archery. I got one wrong there, but made up for it. Right, first up, gold medal. You see our teams walking out there. The gold medal match in compound, Kiwi Vows. Do you know which team is Kiwi Vows and which team is
They're the
Rose
ones,
Between Two Thorns?
On the left, on target 1, is the Kiwi Vows.
Okay, in the grey.
Yeah.
So that's Kiwi Vows in the grey there. We've got Lisa Walker, Ben Trim,
Lisa Walker,
and Riku Van Tonda.
Trim.
The shirts they're wearing are from Caveman Archery, which is an archery shop run about the Waikato or Cambridge, I believe.
Cool.
On target
Yeah.
2, Nate
Okay, and
Butterfield.
over on target number 2, Rose Between Two
Elizabeth
Thorns is the
Randall.
team name. We've got Nate Butterfield,
Gary
Elizabeth
Young.
Randall, and Gary Young. What about their outfits? Where have they come from?
Elizabeth is from Rotorua.
Yeah, right.
She's a fantastic shooter. She's been to a couple Youth World Champs and some World Cups as well. Nate is from Australia. I don't know him personally, but I've heard he's pretty good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and same for Gary.
And you mentioned, is that how you pronounce it before, that Kiwi Vows, K-W-E-V-O-E-L-E-S, all in different capitals and stuff. It might be like Kiwi Vows.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was South African.
Is there a couple of there's some South African pride
yeah,
in the mix there?
Riku is South African,
Riku.
if I'm correct. Yeah.
Okay. So leading things off will be, will it always go on to
The highest-
number 1?
So the highest rank archers get to choose whether they want to shoot first or second.
Okay.
So for the first set, the Rose Between Two Thorns will get to shoot first. But whoever's behind, oh, sorry, I made a mistake there. The other ones are shooting first.
So who's the higher ranked archers?
So it must be these ones on target 1.
Okay. Boom, opens up.
9.
Solid shot.
Opens up with a 9. So you take so your team takes all 3 of their shots, do they?
Yeah, that's
Before
right.
handing it over.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you shoot 1 each, and then the other team will shoot 1 each as well. Looks like that wind is a little left-right there.
Yeah, it's pushing it slightly right. Oh, here's Von Tonda.
Yeah. He's a great shot.
9.
Awesome.
989 to lead.
Yeah, so the difference between recurve and compound in terms of how you shoot it is compound is a lot more about aiming and recurve is about rhythm. So they'll spend a lot longer generally at full draw making sure they get their dot perfectly in the center of the target.
And oh yes, on the little magnifying
Yep,
target
that's
glass
right.
there.
So they can only see pretty much the yellow, I believe. I've only shot a compound once, so might need clarification on that.
Oh, so when you're looking through the target glass, the magnifying glass, you can only see the yellow.
Yeah.
Because you're not even zoomed out to the red or blue.
Yeah, I think it's like 40 times magnification.
9.
So they've got a little,
Wow.
what's called a peep on their string, so they'll look through that. So it's like a little magnifying glass.
Yep.
Look through
can
that,
see it
through
there
the
on that,
through
yeah.
the big one there.
Yeah.
So it's like a double aiming, if that makes sense.
Yep. So they've opened with 2 9s, rows between 2 thorns.
9.
Not 3 9s, a 27 to kick things off, and a 26 for Kiwi Vows after the first little shootout. And so they do, and it's just at the end of this. It's not about
9.
another 9 there. It's not. It's all just about you just accumulate all the bows. You were saying
All the arrows
all
for the
arrows,
points.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so with Compound and Match Play, they'll add up all the arrows, and whoever has most points win. In Recurve, we do the sets, which gives you a good chance to come back from a
Yeah.
bad shot. Where in Compound, if you make a mistake, it can be deadly.
Yeah. Nine, possibly a 10, so they're assuming it might be touching the line of the black there. Because you just have to, if you touch the line, you get the high number.
That's correct. Yep.
Yep.
X.
Awesome
X.
shot.
Oh, that's a 10. That's a bullseye. You say bullseye?
No.
Not on the sport?
Bullseye is not a thing.
It's darts.
Yeah.
Joe from Seattle has a message on Facebook. He'd like to educate the commentator.
Oh, fantastic. What have they got to
That's-
say?
I think they're just saying I need some education around archery.
Oh, me or you?
No, you're fine. It's just me. My name's Luke, and I'm new to archery.
That's all good. Got to start somewhere.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, you can see the thing he's holding in his hand is a release aid. And they'll either have a trigger, which forces the string to let go, or a hinge release, where they'll rotate it and it will come off the string to release the arrow.
Another, they got 2 of them in there, didn't they? 2
Yeah,
10s. Was that
great.
3 10s in that last? Where can I see over there?
I think so.
Matches with the
Bam.
compounds. The team seeks to
So
contribute
the
arrows to each
hand
of
piece you're talking about, the little trigger bit,
Doesn't matter which
that's
order.
it's on the outside of the knuckles, like if you make a fist. Is that where the bow?
No, so it's on the inside.
on the inside.
Yeah, so it lays across the
Full
the
fingers.
second groove.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes 4, sometimes 3, depending on the length of it.
Yep.
And then the thumb will be used to pull the trigger if there is one. But if it's a hinge, then the thumb is just relaxed.
Why do you think this isn't in the Olympics?
I'm not
recurve.
entirely sure. I think it's just because recurve is a bit more traditional per se,
Sure.
along with sports like Olympic weightlifting, which
Sure.
have their place in the games.
Yep.
But they're pushing to get compound in the Olympics. They've managed to get it into the Commonwealth Games before.
Yep.
Awesome, so they're all tied up for this first set. So compound will always go to 5 sets, unlike recurve, which can finish up a little early.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's good. They're all good archers, so it should be a pretty close match. It's exciting to see them so well matched.
So 54 each, which makes things very close. You know, they've all had 2 shots there.
Yeah.
And for it to come out even,
Yeah,
it means
very
there's
good.
not much room for error at all. So 1 shot outside the yellow or even into the blue. If you get into the blues, that's your real weak point in your.
Yeah, a blue for
You're
a
out.
compound is not such a good thing.
No. Okay, you
they're
don't see that
hoping.
much.
Yeah, so they're mainly aiming to keep everything inside the yellow.
It's 9s and 10s.
Yeah, in recurve you can get away with a wayward one here and there
Yep.
because of the set system, but with a cumulative, no way. Looks like they're about to go again.
Kiwi Vows. Because it was a draw, they just lead off because they led off last time.
Yeah, that's right.
Otherwise, the loser losing would go first normally, right?
Yeah. So
Challenger
normally,
goes
if you're behind in the match, you get to shoot first. Shooting first takes the pressure off quite a lot
Yep.
because you're not trying to play catch up per se.
Sure.
Lisa's been shooting really well this competition. It's fantastic to see. Good shot.
Boom.
It's a great one. Great line right in the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle of our targets, we've got what we call the spider. I'm not sure if any of the others have mentioned that.
No, they
to you.
haven't heard the
Yeah,
spider.
so it's like a little crosshair type thing, and it's in the very center of the target, and if you hit that, it's called the spider.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a
You don't
great
get
bit
any
of-
extra points, unfortunately. But
10. So you don't get any extra points for hitting the spider?
no, but it's more kind of just its own reward, knowing you're very accurate.
How's this? Buff,
That's
replay.
awesome.
Great shot.
Yeah, fantastic. Such good shot execution.
Boom. 8.
And was a little jumpy. Might be why it dropped low.
Elizabeth Randall. Rose between two thorns.
Yep.
Team name.
So calm and confident. It's great.
Yep.
So that one there, she kind of
Two
tried to
eights.
steer a little bit.
You mean after the shot? You see it
Yeah,
kind
so
of-
sometimes when you release a shot, you can feel it's going high, low, left or right, and you'll move your bow arm to try and correct for it, but generally the arrow's already gone, so not much you can do.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
10. Okay.
Good shot.
Keep them in the game. A 9, 10 and a 10 so far this round from Kiwi Vows. An 8, 8 and a 10 from Rose between two thorns. Back to Kiwi Vows now.
9.
Boom, another 9 on the cards.
Another interesting thing to note with Compound is they've got 2 target faces instead of 1 like we have in Recurve. And although they shoot 2 arrows each, there can only be 3 in each target face. So one archer has to shoot 1 in the left one and 1 in the right one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I see.
If I was a Compound shooter, that would freak me out a little bit.
So you have to
But-
switch. So if you've done one in the left, you've got to go to the right next.
Yep, so that's only if only one of the archers has to do that.
Sure.
So they can either all shoot, say 1 in the first, 1 in the second arrow, they all shoot in the right one,
Mhm.
or someone will shoot both of theirs in the left and the other person both in the right, and the third person split it, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're left and right-handed, would that you'd choose to go a certain side? Does it change things?
I guess it depends on the archer. Most people are okay with either or.
What are you, left or right?
Well, I'm left-handed, but I shoot right-handed, just a right eye dominance.
Ambidextrous.
No, just because my right eye is dominant
Yeah,
and that's
okay.
the aiming one, so
Yep. Another 9. Right. Okay. Triple 9s there. Was it?
yeah.
Yep.
It looks like they're all slightly low. Having a couple drop down.
Back over to Rose between two thorns. Elizabeth Randall
Nice.
pops in a 10. Pick up a couple extra points back after those 2 8s previously.
Nice. Good
Oh,
shot.
Another 10. Keeping themselves well in it.
Yeah. It's good to see. It's always interesting with team match play how people gel together. Some people are great individual shooters and then can't seem to find the right teammates, but both of
Yeah.
these teams seem to be doing really well together, so that's awesome to see.
That's something we were discussing earlier, whether you can be a good individual shooter or and a terrible team player.
Yeah.
It's the pressure of teams and, you know, if someone's done a bad shot, then you've got to make up for it.
Yeah.
It's not all on your shoulders. So that is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
What did you enjoy? The team, the individual events?
I think I'm a better individual shooter
Yep.
because I get more nervous and then it brings out my best performance.
Sure.
In a team, I relax too much knowing they've got my back. That makes sense.
I'll leave it up to
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. But I mean, teams is always fun, just something a little different because it's such an individual sport that you train by yourself quite a lot and yeah.
Really solid in that time. Release a bit in Riku. Took some 2 points ahead. 111 to 109.
Here we go. So we've got our scores in from the judges. Here it is here on screen. Kiwi Vows at 111, 111. Rose between two thorns at 109. So only 2 points.
Yeah, still, it's very close, but 2 points can be a lot in Compound if you're getting
Yep.
a lot of 10s.
True.
Yeah,
Like you say, it doesn't spread far, does it? It's all 9s and 10s.
totally, yeah.
2 points catching that back up. You got to hope that someone else loses 2, gets an 8, or
Yep.
yeah.
Got to keep as many arrows in the 10 as you possibly can.
So that means Rose between two thorns will take this off. Start us off on our third. What do you
should-
call it? Third league?
Third set.
Set.
Every round is a set.
Set. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Third set. And 5 sets?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, that's correct for individuals. I can't remember if it's the same for compound teams.
Okay,
Having never shot a compound, that's why.
sure. Having never commentated archery ever?
Nope,
I
this
won't
is
know-
the first for me as well.
Loading his bow, pulling it back.
Strong setup.
Yeah. Boom.
Nice.
He looked happy. He looked
Yep.
happy.
A little bit to the right, though.
What's the thing across the chest? I see.
Oh,
wearing that.
so
Is that just the
those
bag?
they're binoculars actually.
Oh,
So it's a compound trend as such that they started, and then recurvers kind of copied it as well.
Yep.
So when you're shooting, you can either have a scope like the coaches do in the boxes at the back there,
Yep.
or you can carry binos and check your arrows with that.
so oh yeah, I see the guy behind. He's got his binos out and he's off.
Yep,
A 9, 9, and an 8
bit high.
leaves a small window for Kiwi Vowels to maybe extend the lead there. They can keep all 3 in the yellow.
Very confident setup.
Boom.
Nice,
Ball.
clean. That was a clean shot. You could tell that was going straight for the middle.
Yeah, it was power. Yeah, when you say the confident setup, just straight draw, held.
Yep, the shot broke really clean.
Mm.
You can see how they really spend a bit more time aiming.
Wow.
That's awesome. They spend a bit more time aiming than a recurve would.
Mm.
Awesome. Wow, that's great shooting.
108. No, yeah, that's not darts. What do you say there? Spider, spider, spider.
Nah, they probably all wouldn't have been able to hit that, but that was fantastic. Yeah, so we'll just say that's a perfect.
Just a perfect setup.
Can't get
triple
better
10.
than that,
Yep.
yeah.
30 points.
Puts the pressure on the other team for sure.
Absolutely.
9.
So it's the second half of this set now. Rose between 2 thorns, shooting at the moment. So far they've got a 9, 9, 8, and that last one was another 9. This is Elizabeth Randall. Good camera shot.
10.
Awesome.
10. Woof.
They can still keep the pressure on the team that's leading if they put in some good shots now,
Yeah.
because the other team has to shoot again and will feel the pressure to keep up the lead they've created. Awesome. Some great
There it
shooting
goes.
today.
They finished strong.
Yeah.
A 9, 9, 8, and 9, 10, 10. Back over to Kiwi Vowels, who in this set have got nothing but 10s.
Look like they're keeping their cool so far. Nice.
There's another one. 4
Fantastic
10s in
shooter,
a
Ben.
row.
Good job. Lisa Walker up next. Nine. Good.
These are very strong shooters.
They are still keeping them all in the yellow, which is good.
Is this Riku Van Tonda? is
That's
it?
correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's in a number of events coming up this afternoon.
Yeah, he's very consistent, very accurate. Wow,
Yes,
look
there
at
it is.
that.
Another 10.
They managed to keep it together. Didn't get too excited over their early lead.
No, and I think they have extended it slightly by a few more points.
I would say so, yeah. Looks like a 59 to me. So
Your arms actually, see that rear arm of that shooter there? You sort of twist it overhand.
yeah, so the compounders, they'll have their hand facing outwards,
Yeah.
with the back of their hand up against their face.
Yeah.
And that's just due to the trigger that
Okay,
they're
the
using.
thumb trigger underneath.
Yeah.
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 And the recurve setup is your palms against the side of your face.
Yeah, so you use the top of your hand and the index finger up against your jaw to get a solid reference point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because a compound, you pull it back and it stops at a certain draw length.
Yep.
So they kind of can lean on that
Yep.
to pull their shot through, but a recurve gets heavier as you pull it back.
Yep.
So you need a solid anchor point to make
With
sure
you.
that you can pull through strong and smooth.
Awesome. Okay, they're just doing some quick maths here.
Yep.
Pulling the arrows out of the targets.
Compound arrows can go through pretty far.
Yeah.
It can be a bit
Looks like
difficult to pull out.
So we've moved it to a 6-point lead now. Kiwi Vowels. Lisa Walker, Ben Trim, Riku Van Tonda.
Epic shooting from them.
There it is. There's your scores there. So they'll set back up for another set now.
Yep, they'll be feeling pretty confident. Hopefully they can keep up their great shooting.
Yeah, as you said earlier, 6 points, or 2 points you said at that stage. So 6 points is quite a lead.
It is, yeah. If the other team shoot really strong, they may be able to catch up and then we get to see a shoot off.
Yep.
But you never know what's about to happen in match play.
Yep. Opens up with a 9.
Good
Rose
start.
between two thorns. Is that Gary or Nate?
That's Nate.
That's Nate. Well done, Nate. This is Elizabeth. 10. A 9. A
Good.
10. What can Gary add? Boom. Pulls it back.
So you can see that little dot right in the scope there.
Yeah.
Were you able to see that, the little
I did
green
little
thing
see
in
the
the middle?
dot, yes.
Yeah, so they'll put that right over the 10 and hopefully it will land there.
Wow.
The trick with the aiming is to be able to hold steady while still pulling through your shot smoothly. Because if you over-aim too much, then you get all shaky. It's not going to go in there. Ben's shooting really consistently. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
opened up. They got a lot of 10s, Kiwi Vowels. Last set, they got 5 out of 6 shots were a 10.
9.
Cool, almost a 10. Close.
That's Lisa Walker shooting there, and this is Riku Van Tonda.
Nice. I was about to say a little bit of a long hold, but I do remember he has a slower shot process, so.
The shot process, yeah, the sort of the setup, the aim, the loading of the arrow.
Yeah, so it's
Pull back.
your whole routine from the moment that you knock your arrow on the string to when you release and follow through. That's what we call a shot process, and everyone does the same thing,
Yep.
the exact same way every time. That helps you be consistent.
That suits them.
Yeah, totally. Everyone's individualized on the way that they do things, and even the self-talk that you'll use as well.
Sure.
Yep,
It's all important.
absolutely. Mind game is huge in archery.
Yeah.
If you don't have it down, then the pressure will get to you.
Yep.
Also looking like they're just a bit out, still trying to find the 10 there. Oh. Oh, still managed to
Got
get it
after,
in.
After a little
So
wiggle.
that was a bit of a flinch
Who
there.
knows, a little laugh.
Yeah.
Got that one away. Well done, sir. But you got to be happy with that. It's a 10. You can't do any better.
Yeah, that was impressive to be able to pull it through after a little wiggle. Nice.
Another 10. He is sharp.
Yeah, he's on form today.
Yeah, he is.
It's great to see the younger ones stepping up and shooting the longer distances and performing really well. Oh, seems reasonably pleased with that. Riku following up for the last shot. Looks solid.
9 points
Wow.
and the win.
Awesome.
That is the gold medal match compound aspect of archery here at the New Zealand Nationals. Archery Nationals 2019. One Tree Hill. They're the winners there. It is Kiwi Vowels, consisting of Lisa Walker, Ben Trim, and Riku Van Tonda.
That was a fantastic match. So close. Such good shooting.
The silver medal, guys, is Rose Between Two Thorns. That's their team name. They had Nate Butterfield, Elizabeth Randall, and Gary Young. We'll get some official results very shortly up.
We have confirmation.
So what the scores are.
Target 1.
Well done to them, your national champions in
Please put your
Compound.
hands together for their silver medalists, Nate Butterfield, Elizabeth Randall, and Gary Young.
One interesting thing about gold medal matches is that you have the security knowing that you're going to get a medal either way. So some people will relax too much and lose the match just because they become complacent.
What's the worst thing that can happen? I'll get silver.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, it's not too bad a result, but silver can be so bittersweet knowing that you were so close, but...
You've worked so hard to get yourself into the final, you got the chance to win it, and obviously wanting to win it. Silver can be a massive disappointment sometimes.
Absolutely, you survived all those eliminations, won every single match, and then losing the last one can be hard. They're the saying that, you know, silver is first place loser, kind of, it feels like that in archery sometimes.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, if you shoot strong shots and you don't manage to win, then there's no problem with that either. You did your best and it's all you can do.
Yeah, and you got to be proud of that.
Absolutely.
Coming up next, we have the district mixed teams match play. So the different districts coming together. The bronze medal is the first matchup. Going for bronze, we've got Wellington Archery Association going against South Island District Archery Association. Leading the people out into the field, the competitors out into the field now from Wellington. We've got Izzy Wasiliev.
Yep, I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Right, thank you, you'll know more. And Kim Wasiliev.
Yep.
Izzy and Kim Wasiliev.
It's father and daughter.
Father and daughter.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And, sorry, target number 1 representing the
You're
South
going to see them on
Island.
camera now.
And Mitchell.
Oh no, this is the South Island team. Anne Mitchell and Ryan Jones representing the South Island. So this is just a two.
Yeah, so it's what we call a mixed team. So one male and one female.
Yep.
Izzy Wasiliev.
Wasiliev, yeah, you were right.
Yep.
And Kim Wasiliev.
Kim Wasiliev, Izzy and Kim. Okay, so Wellington versus the South Island here for the bronze medal.
Yeah, should be an exciting match.
Thank you very much for joining us here live on this broadcast. If you're joining us today, if you're in Auckland, feel free to pop down. It's at One Tree Hill. Come watch the Archery Nationals live. And if you're on Facebook, feel free to get in touch, be interactive. Any comments, we'll read them out and try and respond to you.
Let us know how we're doing on the commentary.
Yeah, well, be kind. Is that a Pokemon?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those little pouches, you put the release ads I was mentioning before, and I've got one in my quiver as well. I'll put my finger tab and
What
maybe
do you
some
go for?
snaps
You
in there.
Pokemon, you...
No, I've just got a plain pink one that
Plain
matches
pink?
all my other stuff.
I saw you had a pink bow.
Yep, that's the only one of its kind in New Zealand.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. The siren sound. Stepping up to the line. Kicking things off. Wellington, is it?
Yes, that's correct.
Kim Wasiliev. Lets it go.
9.
Gets a 9.
Looked like a strong shot.
He doesn't muck around, does he?
No.
Sort of loaded it and gone.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're confident with your shot, then
Take it.
nice.
10.
No reason not to.
Wellington. Father-daughter pair open up with a 9 and a 10.
Definitely a good start. Here's Ryan.
Ryan Jones.
9.
You can see
The nine.
he tried to steer it to the right a little bit there. Felt it was going left. 9's still a solid shot though. Nothing to be unhappy about.
Yeah.
And Mitchell is also a judge, which is fantastic. Helps us out at tournaments, getting our qualifying scores and all of that.
7.
A little bit left there. Maybe it's the wind.
She's a judge as well, did you say?
Yes,
Yep.
that's correct.
Yep. What are the judges, what are they judging? I know that might sound silly, but is there foul lines? Is there...
So basically they just keep an eye, make sure that everyone's doing what they're supposed to, shooting at the right times. When we come back from shooting, because normally we walk up and down, rather than have someone go and get our arrows for us,
Sure.
make sure there's no one still behind the targets.
Yep.
Yeah, but also they can do line calls. So if the arrow's
8.
close but not touching the line, they need to
Sure,
get their
that's on
magnifying glass
them.
out and
Yep.
check it. Yeah.
So they, Wellington there posting a 9 and an 8 after their first 9 and a 10. South Island have so far a 9 and a 7. This is their third shot.
9.
Another 9.
Awesome.
Nice.
Setting up strong.
An 8.
A little low there.
After that first set, looks like Wellington will be ahead by 3. Pretty even, 9-10, 9-8 versus 9-7, 9-8.
Yeah.
So just the 3 points in that, in one shot.
Yeah, in the first couple arrows. It just shows you how close it is with Compound. That
Yeah.
it's, and I mean, those target faces are pretty small. It's only,
Yeah.
you know, a couple inches apart, really.
The whole thing's, what, 30 centimetres across, or maybe 40 or something, but it's not a big diameter.
Yeah, it's called an 80 centimetre target face,
Okay.
but it's not actually 80 centimetres. So a full 80 centimetres has a black and white as well, but for Compound, we remove those.
Okay.
We assume they're good enough to get them all in the middle there.
Says you don't even get any points for them. They're not even included. They're out.
No, yep, if you're outside of the blue, you get nothing.
Gomberger.
Changing those number boards that they've got at the bottom there can be really difficult. Sometimes your brain can't quite figure out how to do it, and the amount of times I put a backwards 9 instead of a 6, and all the spectators get really confused.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that confirms it. 3-point lead to Wellington at this stage. This is the gold medal match. No, sorry, the bronze. No, what is this
Yeah,
one?
this is bronze.
This is bronze, yeah.
Yep.
I've gone.
Yeah, we always do bronze first.
Yeah, district, that's right. I'm looking back at team match play. This is district. So bronze medal. Next set. Opening up for the South Island, Ryan Jones.
Holding a little bit long there. Oh, yeah, you can see that steer. Trying to push it up in the middle, but the arrows are so fast, they're normally gone.
There's a long hold, eh? That will just be sort
A
of...
little bit.
Yeah. And Mitchell.
A wiggle there. Wind might be pushing a little bit.
Miss.
Yeah. I think the wind just picked up there and a little bit of a gust might have pushed her around. Too easy to happen when at this distance.
It did just pick up, like, instantly, didn't it? That
Yeah, I
must be
could
hard
feel
when
it
you
all the way
feel
from over here even.
Get a gust when you've just tightened up.
Yeah,
Middle-
just relaxing into your
yeah.
shot and it's settling in the middle and then all of a sudden wind pushes you.
He wasn't happy with that either, was he?
No.
You can see his
Maybe a
frown.
bit of a spicy shot maybe, went up high.
So there's a line call there. Might come down to someone getting the magnifying glass out.
Yep, that's right.
7 or an 8.
Got to try and get as many points as you can. That looked like a
9.
nice shot.
Yeah. Daughter Izzy rocks out a 9. Back over to the South Island now. Ryan Jones leading off.
That
Oh.
was a nicer shot there.
2 nice shots in a row from him. 8 and a 9.
And following up. Good. She recovered well from that shot. Sometimes if a miss like that happens, it can really rattle you, but it's just a testament to the mental strength of the archer that they can come back with a 10 and not let it affect them at all.
Sports like this, you really got to forget about the bad stuff, don't you? You just got to move on quickly. You hang on to it.
Almost a bit of amnesia, really. You shoot a bad shot and you just pretend it doesn't exist, never
forget
happened.
it.
Yep.
Amnesia, that's right. Yeah. Get amnesia.
Temporary amnesia.
Move on.
Yep.
That was an 8 from Izzy.
I believe so.
Yeah, and
9.
oh, sorry, Kim, Izzy's the daughter.
Yeah,
is that right?
that's right.
Right. Okay, so she got the 9. Boom. So good score from them.
Yeah, that's awesome for them to be able to shoot in a team together. Maybe
Yeah.
I have to convince my dad to start shooting.
You got any other family members in archery?
No, I don't. I'm the only one, actually.
How did you get into archery if you're the only one in your family? You just go, I want to go down and shoot some bows and arrows.
Yeah, well, do you know the Disney movie Brave?
Yes.
Yeah, so I always wanted to do horseback archery because I was a bit of a horsey kid when I was younger. But our pony didn't really take to it, and I just started regular archery. And once I started competing, that was it for me. I just love how exciting it is and putting your practice to the test.
So is horseback archery a thing as well?
It is, yep. They've even got world championships for it and everything.
What, you're riding around, loading up your bow?
Yep, you gallop as
Firing,
fast as you can down
hitting a target.
yeah, so gallop as fast as you can down I think it's 90-meter track, and you've got 3 targets. Yeah,
Wow.
and closest to the center wins.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
And your pony was like, no.
He didn't really like the arrows flying past
His ears.
yeah, well, I mean, you shoot to the side as opposed to directly over the front of them, but he was just a bit wary.
Yeah, kind of understand.
Yeah.
But interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So like, fine, I'll go and stand on the land then.
Yep.
Instead of mammal-based archery.
Yeah, well,
Land
at least
race.
you don't have the risk of falling off or anything when
Yeah.
you're standing on your own 2 feet.
Yep. Well, there it is, 10-point gap.
Yeah, that's a solid lead by
Yeah.
Wellington.
Start shooting number 13.
If South Island can stay calm, they might be able to bring back some of that with some solid 10s. Maybe chuck in a few X's for good measure.
Well, it was in the first 2 sets too. That's what sort of can make it a bit hard. Even though it is early, there's
Yeah.
still enough to come back, but they've got a lead, a big lead early.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a little while to settle into the match as well, especially the wind is changing like it is today. It's gusting and then settling.
Okay, Ryan Jones, 3rd set, representing the South Island Club.
9.
Boom,
Nice.
in the yellow.
Good. Solid line right above the 10.
Yeah, right down the middle. Is that what you mean there? Solid
Yeah,
line,
so
like up-
ideally even if you don't get the 10, as long as it's, in line, it's very close, either
Yeah.
just left or just right or just high, just
happy
low,
with it.
then you're happy with it because you know that you were close and only a small mistake.
9.
Cool. So again, good line. Just touch low.
2 9s there, and Mitchell and Ryan Jones, before handing it over to Wellington. Izzy and Kim Wazaleaf. Here's Kim.
9.
Nice.
9s. 9s all round.
Just trying to find that 10 still.
Only 2 10s in this whole match thus far.
Yeah.
You see those flags waving?
Yeah.
The wind,
There we
there's another
go.
one. The wind has picked up.
Awesome. Nice,
10.
there we
Here they
go. All I needed to do was say it, now they're getting all the 10s.
It's that curse, the commentary curse. or maybe a blessing.
Yep, seems like a blessing so far
Yeah.
for them, which is great.
9.
Go. Touch high. It's not too bad.
Really
though.
picked up now. So the South Island in this set, 9, 9, 10, 9. They are 10 points behind, so they do need Kim to pretty much miss. Just one.
Oh, bit of a shake there.
But he's not going to. He's going to put down an 8.
Yep. It's good enough to keep them in the game.
His daughter Kim now. So are they
Daughter
loading-
Izzy.
sorry,
That's
he's
all right.
Kim. I keep saying that.
Yep.
Izzy. Are they loading that through a tube or a chute?
So there's an arrow rest there. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a V shape and the arrow sits in the middle of the V.
Yeah.
They have different types of arrow rests, different shapes. You can kind of pick it depending on how you want your setup to be.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, that's what they're loading it on.
So the South Island clawed back 1 point there, which is good. So it's a 9-point lead to Wellington now. Izzy and Kim Wazaleaf on the left, a father-daughter pair.
On the right.
On the right.
You're on target 2.
Target 2. Sorry, I left the screen as we were looking, yeah, on the right.
Yes, you can see the judge over there. She's keeping an eye on them, make sure they're doing everything correctly.
They
Not
look
showing it
about
on the
half
screen.
deep,
Yeah.
those things as well.
Yeah, they're going through really far. That's just a common thing with Compound. They're so such high power and the arrow speed is so fast that it takes a lot to stop them. Very popular for hunting as well.
Yeah, right. Compound?
Yep.
Just more accurate?
Yeah, absolutely. More accurate.
Get it up quicker? Is it?
Yeah, and just ensure a quick kill, basically.
Yeah, sure. So the first whistle, the first siren,
Yeah,
indicates we're about to begin. Second one, go.
so we normally, you have 2 to go to the line, 1 to start shooting. But with these timing lights, it sounds a little different. But it will go, like beep, beep, and then you step on, and then another one to go. And it's the reverse for stepping off.
Sure.
Awesome,
10.
there we go.
And throws another 10 up on the board.
Nice to see them high-fiving there, a little bit of a smile, it's good. So it's interesting to see how the teams like to encourage each other, whether they're a little bit more serious or happy and excited, whatever works best for the teammates, really.
He's got some strong forearms, Kim. You can see the veins in them. He's
Yeah.
been doing this a while. A 7. Probably not going to be that happy with that. You can see him look down after it left the
little bit
the boat.
high right.
His daughter Izzy.
8.
Boom, an 8.
Nice. It's a pretty clean shot. Might have been a bit of a breeze there.
An opportunity here for the South Island to put some pressure back on the Wellington team if they can put 2 good arrows up.
Absolutely, get a couple 10s
Yeah.
and
Would really bite back at some points. They do sit 9 points behind after 3 sets thus far.
9, possibly
That's by your eye, does that
Almost.
look like a line?
I can't see from here, but it looks pretty close.
So they've gone 9, possibly 10 on that. Lash got a 10, and Mitchell.
Oh, yeah. You can see a little bit of a wobble there, but that's all right. They're still happy with that.
There's those veins in the forearm I was talking about. Oh, nice.
9.
Boom. 9.
Cool.
Steps back up.
Last shot for Izzy here.
Her previous shot in this set was an 8. And she backs it up with
9.
a 9.
Nice.
And the win.
Awesome.
No comeback
That
from
was
that.
good shooting from them.
So that is a bronze medal.
Yep, for Wellington.
Yeah, for Wellington Archery Association, going to Izzy and Kim was a leaf.
Yeah, good shooting on both parts. Both of them, both teams fought hard and shot some great shots.
Compound's quite different, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, it's an entirely different game. I've shot one once, but yeah, it was a little bit terrifying. That release aid freaks me out.
A quick welcome and reset to everybody that's just joined us, potentially haven't been here all day. We've had the recurve session this morning and moved on to this afternoon section of the New Zealand Archery Nationals 2019, which is Compound. It's a 50 metre length, a 50 metre field.
That's right, yep.
At a smaller target.
Confirm the win for the bronze medal to Wellington.
And we have just had our bronze medal match, and it's a teams event. District mixed teams match play, and that has gone to Wellington. Izzy and Kim was a leaf, a father-daughter pair. Well done to them, there they are on screen.
Cool, awesome. Great job.
Yeah, bronze medalists. Look, they're kind of matching. They've got an orange tip blue combo.
Yeah, and their shirts,
Don't leave them hanging.
Oh
Fist
no.
Let's pump, Izzy.
Left hanging. So the shirts that they're wearing, they're sponsored by Jay's Archery Supplies, which is an archery shop in Palmerston North.
Sure. Manawa are they?
Yep, that's right.
Beautiful.
Yeah. They have a great club there. I shot there a couple weeks ago. Nice, sunny.
And congratulations just quickly to the South Island District Archery Association team, which was Anne Mitchell and Ryan Jones. They did well there. They competed right through to the end and picked up 4th place at the Nationals. So well done to them.
Fought hard right to the last arrow.
That's right. Moving on to the gold medal match now. We've got Auckland District Archery versus Eastern Central Bay of Plenty. Gold medal match. Know much about these guys?
Yeah. So we've got Lisa and Riku.
Yeah,
So they were in our team's gold earlier.
Yes. Yeah, so they've had a bit of practice. They've already seen the... Oh, look.
Yep. So Chloe is new to these finals match. I think she was saying to me she hasn't shot one before. So it'll be interesting to see how she goes with the pressure. I told her just to relax and enjoy it. So.
Nice. Good advice.
Yep. I've done this a fair few times, so.
Yes, Van Tonder's on either side of the
Yes, they're brothers.
field there. Yeah, brothers, okay.
Yeah.
But playing for different teams, one Auckland, one Bay of Plenty.
Yep.
Fist pumps all round, getting into the gold medal match.
That's cool.
So Auckland to lead things off.
Awesome.
They're on target 1.
Got Chloe shooting first.
Oh, sorry, is it Easton kicking things off, is it?
Find out in just a moment.
Yeah.
Yep, Easton is correct. So Lisa stepping up. Nice.
Lisa Walker opens.
Oh, that's close to the line.
Yeah. Not a bad start. A 9 and a 10 to kick
Yeah,
things off for
good.
Auckland. Bay of Plenty, Eastern Bay of Plenty now.
9.
Boom.
Good.
Open up with a 9 as well.
Nice.
Here we go. It's all on. Gold medal match. New Zealand Nationals.
Very exciting. Here's Reinhard.
So we've got Reinhard Van Tonder and Riku Van Tonder, 2 brothers representing different clubs. This is Reinhard.
9.
9 and 9. Boom.
They're both really good shooters, so they compete against each other quite often.
Yep. Would have been some pretty hardcore arguments in that house with his bows and arrows, and everyone's as accurate as
Oh,
running
wow, yeah. Hopefully they wouldn't shoot at each other. Might have to be something serious for that.
Wow,
Nice shot
that's
from Lisa. That's
around.
awesome.
A few 10s in a row from those guys. The very first shot that Auckland did was a 9 or 10 on the line, and the 2 following that have been 10s. So their 4th shot in this first set.
Nice.
Is
That was
also
a
10.
solid shot.
Potentially 4 10s kicking things off there in the gold medal match.
It's a great start. I'm liking her purple bow.
So
Nice. Awesome. It's a good shot. She's handling it well so far, which is awesome. That's great to see. Pressure can bring out the best in people. If you get those butterflies, you know it's going to be a good day.
Boosh.
Cool.
Okay, so I'll go and confirm whether that first shot of the whole gold medal match so far was a 9 or a 10.
So it should be
Yeah.
either a 2 or 3 point lead to
Yeah.
Auckland.
Yeah.
Auckland shooting on target 1, is that correct?
Yep, and they've either got the full 40 or 39,
Yep.
and the other guys have gone and got a 38.
Oh, look at them
Discussing it there,
chatting.
yeah. I got you.
Can imagine there's some banter going on down that end.
So see that wheel there,
Yes.
sitting at the top of the bow there, just by that. Oh, there it is. So it is a 10, 10, 10, 10,
Cool.
and a 38.
So that's what we call a cam.
The cam.
Yeah, so they've got one at each end of the bow, and that what makes it easy to pull back.
2 points to the deficit.
As he just picks up his bow there, we'll see the 2 sort of wheels at either end. Okay, so they're spinning and then working.
Yeah, so as you pull back, they roll back,
They
and
roll
then,
it
like
for
I was
you?
mentioning, they
Yep.
stop at a certain point.
You can't go back further than.
Yeah, that's right. But you can adjust the distance it goes back to suit you.
Okay, and so now Eastern Bay of Plenty will take off first because they got the lowest score in the first set.
Yeah.
And this is Chloe Underdown with her purple bow.
I love it in the matching sight. That's what I like to see.
An 8. What is the fashion like in archery?
It depends on the person, but it's pretty common to try and match everything. I'm sure you saw with my bow earlier. I've got pink and purple, absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've even on your hat, it's a bit of a grey and a purple.
Yep, that's right. The hat was actually black originally, but I've shot
Oh, really?
so many tournaments
Great.
in the sun that it's just gone grey.
Yeah. Oh, there's an X there.
Nice shooting.
Nice work from Bad Plenty.
Yeah, you can kind of get your bow in whatever colour you like. So everyone picks their favourite colour.
Yep. Is there any must-haves? You know, like you've got to have a collared shirt or closed-toed shoes.
Well, yeah, those are a good start.
Yeah. But is there anything like that, or can you just
Yeah,
roll
no,
up?
there are quite a lot of rules, like shorts and skirts have to be a certain length.
Okay.
The sleeves, you can't wear sleeveless unless
Okay.
it's a certain width across the
Sure.
shoulders.
Yep.
Not only to protect you from like sunburn, but also archery is a traditional sport with
Yeah,
traditional
etiquette.
rules.
Yep. So
Not like track and field.
Yeah. Okay, so what have we got? Bay of Plenty have loaded up an 8 and a 10 in the first half of the set.
Strong,
Auckland with a 9 and an 8.
strong setup there for Chloe.
Chloe off the back of her 8. I think.
You can see with the front hand how the fingers are curled on the bow. The idea with shooting is to have a nice relaxed front hand so you can aim without it moving around too much.
Sure. Quite an intricate setup to the bow, eh? Look at it.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't even know which string I'm pulling on.
So many things, so many elements to try and get correct.
Yeah. Boom.
9.
Oh,
Nice.
8, 10, 9, 9.
Pretty good start.
The Bay of Plenty. They sit 2 points behind Auckland, who currently have a 9 and 8 within this set, and following it up with
9.
another 9.
Oh, good shot, Lisa.
Long hold there.
Yeah, well,
That's what
managed
we
to
needed
get the
it,
shot,
yeah.
so that's great. Experienced compound archers will hold for quite a long time, and they can manage that. It gives them time to aim correctly and all of that.
The lead should stay at 2 points. Just like to say what a great family affair archery is. This match
Just want to give a quick shout out to the sponsors getting in behind this event so that this can happen and to bring the broadcast live to you anywhere in the world. Thank you for joining us on this broadcast as well. But the sponsors, Archery Warehouse, PTS Logistics, NZCT, CSE Genesis, the Southern Trust, all getting in behind this event, the 76th National Archery Championships.
It's fantastic to have their support. We don't usually get to have a big finals day like this. It's so awesome.
Is this sort of the biggest event you've seen for your archery nationals?
Yeah, I would say
Numbers
so.
wise, or
Yeah, numbers were up quite high, just over 200, I believe.
Yep. Oh wow,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. We're a small sport, but
Yep.
growing.
Yep.
And hopefully some of the people viewing today will be excited to start shooting.
Yep, absolutely. So Auckland sitting at 76, Bay of Plenty, Eastern Bay of Plenty sitting at 74. So still only 2 points separating these two teams. It is the gold medal match for the district mixed teams match play.
I like the little drink bottle holder he's got on there.
Where?
On the left side there, just behind the judge.
What, is it on his bow?
No, it's on
Oh.
his belt.
Yeah, right. Like your Batman belt.
Yep.
I was going to say, if you added weight to the bow, especially the full drink bottle.
Oh, no, that'd be awful. It'd swing it around everywhere.
Well, I tried holding one before, picking it up and pointing, and holding it for the 20 seconds.
Oh,
straight out.
yep.
I was shaking. Like a
Yep.
leaf towards, after 10 seconds, it was really heavy.
Yep, absolutely. The compound or recurve?
Compound.
A compound,
Yeah.
yeah.
An 8 there. Who shot that? Bay of Plenty.
Yep, that's right.
Chloe.
Reinhard sighting in.
Reinhard now, yep.
Nice.
Boom.
That was really nice release. Very smooth.
Yeah, it's good. Keeps that pressure on this Auckland squad because they're only 2 ahead.
Lisa looking confident. Awesome.
Would it be fair to say, and I'm not putting down compound at all, but it's easier to be accurate because it's less distance? If you were starting out, would you start compound?
I think it's relative. So compounds are generally, like the elite compounders will shoot very, very high scores.
Yeah.
And to be average at compound is quite easy. Recurve
Okay.
is, so it's
Average at compound's easy. I got
average at compound is easy.
But
Like
next
really
step-
good at
yeah.
compound is quite hard.
Yeah.
Just because there's a lot of like intricate things that you've got to work out.
Yep.
But with recurve, you have to put in a lot more training in terms of strength and that kind of thing.
What do you think of his colour, Bo? Green.
Green's not my favorite color. But I mean, everyone's different, so.
That's cool. I was asking you your opinion, but that's all right. So
Yep.
favourite colour, it's all good. He probably loves it.
Oh yeah.
It's a 10, so 2 10s from him and a 9 and an 8 from Chloe in that set. That's pretty good. It keeps that pressure on. They don't really... There's no room for mistakes coming out from Auckland now, but they do have 2 9s. 9s will get them through again.
Oh.
Keep them that 2-point lead.
See if Riku can follow it up with a 10. Extend their lead a little further.
Yeah. He gets
Nice, there we
Gets
go.
it. Does extend their lead.
Couple of shots pretty close to the line on that end. We'll have to get the judges' scores to see the scores.
Cool. I love the replays on this.
That slow release.
Yeah.
Boom.
Look at that. Nice.
And a
Broke
pull
blue.
focus as well. So you can see the targets and look at that. Good camera work.
It's really awesome, like that we get to have all this live stream and the slow-mo replays, because when we watch the World Cups, their medal matches and they have the slow motion replays, and it's very cool.
It's amazing, the live broadcasts these days, what you can do.
Yeah.
Take it anywhere, get it out there.
Yeah, thanks
got
for
an
coming
event?
along.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're most welcome. Thank you for having us. So they're just going to, judges are down at the targets there, making sure everything's being done kosher, checked out.
Can feel the wind picking up a little bit now, so that'll be interesting to see how this next one goes.
So you were right, they extended it by 1 point there.
Yep.
1-1-3 plays 1-1-10, Auckland over Bay of Plenty.
Still very close. 3 points.
Is this the last set now?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so 4 sets, okay, cool. And 3 points to catch up. Chloe, she looks focused, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. Ready to go.
Yeah, serious face. Pull out the bow. Sorry, the arrow. There she is.
It's a quick setup.
Yeah.
Nice.
10.
Good.
Hard out.
Yeah, she's happy with that. Awesome.
Yeah, good on her. Boom, fist pump.
Yeah.
Love a fist
Shooting
pump.
a 10, there's no better feeling than making a great shot and it goes straight in the middle.
Oh, is that 2 10s?
Good.
It is too. Boof, boof.
Great way to start.
They are not going to lie down.
Not at all. Gonna fight till the end.
Yep.
I really want to see a shoot off.
Is that a cougar on the front of their shirts?
I believe.
Saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, their whole caveman archery thing's
I
pretty awesome.
really love my big cat.
Whoa, look, they're fighting back.
Yeah, yeah. Auckland, who have led the whole way through this, but only by a couple of points. Open with a 10, so all 10s here in the final set so far. 3 arrow shot.
Slight relic at full draw, but still gets it. That's awesome.
Whoa.
Shows that's a confident shooter, knowing that you can pull it together no matter what.
Bloody hard to come back when they're just throwing 10s on the board, isn't it?
Yep.
Not even 1 point.
Yep.
These
They're
need
closing
to be,
that door.
They kind of need 2 10s here, and then the other guys to get, 2 8s or an 8 and a 9.
That's right. Oof.
7.
7.
She'll be disappointed. You can see as she walked away and winced.
That's all right, though.
Yeah, oh, totally.
Just put a little too much energy in the shot, maybe. That's why it all popped up high.
It's part of that mind game you were talking about, though, eh? It's as a gold
Yep.
medal match, you've got to really reset yourself, take it as any other shot.
Yep. And in archery, the smallest little thing can make it not hit the middle.
Do you breathe in or out? How do you sort your breathing?
So for compound, they breathe
you'll-
at full draw.
Yep.
But recurve, we won't, just because our shot's smaller and it has more chance to move the arrow around.
Breathing in or out will change.
It will. It'll change your arm up and
Yeah.
down.
9. Yep.
Yeah, move that side around a bit. So their breathing, their heart rates will definitely be up, definitely be elevated. So their breathing might be a little rougher, but if they're smart, they'll be using deep breathing and making sure they take a calm one before they set up.
10 points.
Nice,
And
wow.
that absolutely finalises it.
That was great shooting.
Yeah, well done to Auckland there. A replay of the final shot. If he'd gone off the charts, he might have had a chance of letting the other team win, but he's done it all game. He's had a number of 10s.
Yeah, stayed very consistent.
Yeah, Riku. Boom. Cuddles and high fives and knucks, bones all round. They're obviously quite good friends there, but that is the gold medal match of the District Mixed Teams match play. That was watching Auckland District Archery go up against Eastern Central Bay of Plenty Archery. And the silver medal, that went to Chloe Underdown and Reinhard Van Tonda.
On target 2, please congratulate your silver
And
medalists.
that's them on screen.
Chloe Underdown and Reinhard Van Honda.
Oh no, that's our champions.
And on target
They look
1,
stoked.
your gold
Yeah, they're
medalist.
pretty happy. They're about to be announced here by the MC. But the winners,
Lisa Walker and
Riku Van Tonda. So congratulations to them for picking that up, taking home the gold medal. National champions now.
Yes. Is Riku in the gold medal match later on today?
Yeah, Riku is in the one. He was in the one before this, and he's in that one we just watched. And he is coming up again against Robert Turner, who was sitting here on commentary a while ago. Yeah,
He's also my coach.
he's your coach.
Yep,
Oh, he's a busy man.
he is.
I'd like to thank you.
You'd be happy to see him take out some medals there then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now that you've been coached
Well,
by
I want to
a
watch
champion.
him walk his talk, eh?
Totally.
Tells me how to shoot my matches. I want to see him do it.
Absolutely. So you guys, he trains you here.
Yes, he does. He trains quite a few of us. So in my team earlier, Ben and Regan that I was shooting with, they're both coached by him as well.
Yes. Oh yeah, I remember Regan. Yep. You're in the team of 3.
Yes, that's
Yep.
right.
Regan Q.
Yep.
The next match is coming up.
Okay, so what's happening next? It's individual finals time. So done with the team's events for the day. So women, bronze medal match first. They do 15. How does this one work? So 15 arrows?
Yeah, so they'll do 5 ends of 3.
5 ends of 3?
And
Sure.
so whoever gets the highest points wins, but if they tie, then it's a shoot-off.
Okay. And Emily, it's you done in the commentary
Yeah,
box
awesome.
for now?
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you are most welcome. It's lovely to meet you. Congratulations on your achievements today. And
Awesome.
good luck
Thank
going
you so
forward.
much.
We'll see you again.
Cool.
Come back anytime.
Thank you.
I'll get there now. How's that?
Awesome. Good work. Yeah, everyone was like, yeah, she's good. Nice work. What if I offend the compounders?
Okay. Individual finals time now. Here at the Archery Nationals for New Zealand 2019. 76th event, 76th time this has gone off. And it's a beautiful day here at Auckland, One Tree Hill, Cornwall Park. You can see on the pictures there under the epitaph. My name is Luke Taplin. Thank you very much for having us here and joining us here on the live broadcast. I'm joined now again by Stephen Florence. He's the national champion for recurve men's individual. Congratulations, sir, and welcome to the commentary box once again.
Thanks, mate.
How you going?
Good to be back. Super fun this morning. So.
Yeah. Do you feel better now sitting down as a gold medalist?
Oh well, it can't be. Yeah, there's no way it could have been worse. So yeah.
It couldn't have been better.
So yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Couldn't have
nailed it.
More nervous before, but yeah.
Tough match that was.
It was awesome. Yeah, I had a really good time.
You shot really well. You got a number of 10s. You didn't let up really, did you? You didn't give them much space.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, match play is funny. You just have to shoot your own game.
Yeah.
Like you're competing against yourself really, and you can't control what they do. So you just get up there and you do the best effort you can, and if that's good enough, then awesome. But you can't bank on what they're going to do. So yeah, I'm happy with how I shot, and that it got me the win is just an awesome bonus. But
yeah, well, brilliant. Good on you. Congratulations. And yeah, so we've got more finals going on now. The individual finals. This is the bronze medal match. We've got Lisa Walker. She's a New Zealander going up against Irene Gamble. There is Lisa there.
And target 2, Erin Gamble.
Erin, not Irene.
Erin.
Sorry, Erin Gamble.
These two know each other extremely well.
Really?
And,
BFFs?
Shoot together all the time, part of the same club, I still believe, at Massey.
Yep.
Massey Field Club.
Where's that? Is that?
Out in West Auckland.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Westies.
Typically field archers, but they do obviously shoot target and shoot target well. So these guys are no strangers to...
What's a field archer?
Just a different type of round. It's shot like a golf course. You walk around a course and shoot different targets at different distances, and it's like this, but it's really fun.
Okay. So we've got Lisa versus Erin.
Lisa's up first. I believe she won the target a couple of days ago, shooting really well this tournament.
Oh.
And that's a fairly okay start there.
Just leads. I learnt another term that you landed on the spider.
The spider,
Yeah.
the spider.
Out here
You want
to
to kill the spider in the bucket.
nail spiders. Spider in the is that the little spider you can see in the dot in the middle there?
There's a little cross in the middle. We call that the spider affectionately.
Okay, and that was an 8 from Erin to open up. Back to Lisa, another 10.
Lisa full of confidence after her first shot. Everything's dialed in. Erin might be just second guessing her practice sight mark. See how she corrects after that first arrow.
So you say a practice sight mark. Do you go over, have a couple of shots, practice what your setup?
Yeah, well, there's a practice field about 20 metres to the left.
Okay.
And even though it's the same distance, it's a different piece of earth you're standing on. It's actually got a bit of a slope to it on this range.
Yep.
And different lighting conditions can change how you see the scope through your peep and all that sort of stuff like that. So
Sure.
you can be dialing in on the practice range and smashing it, and then you can struggle a bit when you come over. But that's a good correction. She's almost there. Bit of a tough start. 4-point lead,
Yeah.
but early days. Fair few more to go, and the pressure's only going to build throughout the match.
Appearing in all 3 of our matches.
Yeah, she's already had a few goes this morning. Yeah.
She's had a blinder so far, so that's fantastic.
She's appearing in all 3 of the compound matches here, is what the MC was just saying. We were agreeing with that, but she's had a bit of practice
Yeah,
leading up to this event. Lisa Walker, and that's why, well, maybe not why, but she's shot bloody well. Now she's got a 29 to 25 lead over Erin.
it certainly helps when you get a chance to get your eye on the competition field and feel what it's like.
I noticed these compound arrows seem to go in deeper than the recurve.
Oh yeah, they're travelling an awful lot faster.
So 4 points to the difference.
Typical compound for someone who's got a decent draw length, not me, for example.
Are the arrows the same?
The arrows, well, they're very, very similar
Yeah.
between compound and recurve. There's a couple of brands and a couple of models that are kind of specific for the compound and the recurve, but they're very similar. The construction's almost exactly the same. The price is unfortunately exactly the same. I wish the recurve ones were cheaper.
What's the entry price point into archery? Expensive theirs?
It seems really expensive, but if there's cheap gear, there's introductory level gear, and there's expensive gear. But the good thing about the stuff is, yes, it might be expensive, but it's the best stuff you can get. It's a very cheap sport if you want to go to the top in terms of equipment.
Yeah, right. 9.
Height's good now, just dial across. Still looking a little bit shaky. Hopefully she settles down the next couple of arrows.
9.
Couple of 9s, 9 apiece.
Still looking pretty solid, still pretty happy. Slightly low left group forming. Making a correction there.
9.
Another 9 from Erin.
Low left also.
Yeah.
A few corrections going in. Lisa looking really quite happy
She
at the full
looks
draw.
strong and confident, doesn't she? All 9s so far.
Nines.
I'd like to see Erin pop a 10 in
Yeah,
here.
she could really do with a 10 just for
the game's
just
sake,
for the
match
headspace.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true. Personally
Just
as well.
for the headspace, you got to know that. Oh, having a bit of trouble
Reset.
with time here. You've only got 20 seconds. It could be tight.
She's going to have to pull and go.
Yeah, she's really going to have to dump this one.
Boom. And she did.
And she did.
And it's nice. Where is it?
No, I think it's off.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
9.
Oh, no. Oh, no, that was her one.
that was
9.
her one. Yeah, we're
So it
getting
was
a
a miss.
bit of chop and change. Unfortunately, the clock waits for no man.
Looked like there was a red card of that match.
Oh, she got a red card. So,
What's a red card? Is that over 26?
yeah, I'd say so. If it was a red card, she shot over time, which is very unfortunate. It is You'll see the recurvers were letting down a few times, and there's a few letdowns. Recurve can be quite a lot quicker to get a shot off.
Yep.
Compounds, the arrow sits on, generally it sits on a very thin thing called a blade or a lizard tongue that we call them.
Yep.
And it can be quite hard, especially when you're nervous, to draw that thing back and have the arrow stay there. It can be a real pain. As you draw back, if you draw with the wrong rhythm and the arrow's bouncing, as you draw back, it bounces more, and then it will bounce off the arrow rest. And you're then left with two options. You either put it back on the rest with your finger at full draw, which is awesome and quite doable. You see people doing it all the time.
What, could you shoot yourself?
Yeah, if it went off then, you take your finger out. It wouldn't do any serious damage, but it would hurt. Or you let down, you push it back on the rest, and then you have to try and draw it again with less time and more nervousness, and it can be really hard. So I think that's what may have just happened to Erin there. She may have just been drawing it and it flipped off. She chose to let down rather than place it back on with her finger.
And what happens when you get a red card? Is that just a 0?
It means it means that even if the arrow had hit the target, she would have got a 0.
So you don't lose points or anything? There's no actual...
So I have to just check what Andrew said there, but...
Lose the highest scoring arrow on that side.
Yeah, so what's happened, unfortunately, is because she shot an arrow out of time, she loses her highest scoring arrow on the face, and because she shot a miss, she's essentially lost 2. So
absolutely.
So from a competitor's standpoint, it would have been better if she didn't actually shoot that one at all.
Sure, and just take the miss.
If she'd shot a 10, she would have lost that 10.
Yep. As well as the...
But no, she wouldn't. Yeah, she would have just lost her highest scoring, but because she missed, unfortunately, she loses both.
So she scored a 9, 9, and then there's the red card, so she actually only gets the 9.
She only gets the 9. It's a bit of a tragic twist of the rules there. And unfortunately, I think that's quite shaken her, which is a shame, but hopefully she can regather and...
9.
The problem for her, though, Lisa Walker is on fire.
Yeah, she's not... Unfortunately, now it's taken a lot of pressure off Lisa, so she just has to execute.
Yeah, do her game now.
That's a nice shot there. She's made a bit of a recovery there, but it's it's tough. It's certainly tough, and still, things can happen. We can have problems with, Lisa can have problems, but if she just keeps on that roll, then she's looking quite happy. It's good shooting.
7.
A 0, a miss, a 9, and a 7 from Erin in this set. A 9, a 10, and a 9 from Lisa.
Nice group from Lisa, just a tick high. Nice shooting, solid.
Yeah, she's very strong. Must be some strong shooters in the gold medal match. Linda and Leah.
Yeah,
Lakenberry or Lane.
So Linda Lanchbury, who is
Lanchbury,
currently Erin's coach on the right there. So you may find they swap over, and Erin coaches Linda after that. So Linda's getting a bit of an inside look at the range that she's about to shoot on.
They must be pretty good shooters, keeping Lisa Walker out of the final, because if she's shooting these kind of scores in the bronze medal match.
Yeah.
To watch that final coming up next.
One of the big nervousnesses of someone in a gold medal match is to try and shoot better than the people in the bronze medal match.
Sure.
but it doesn't always happen.
True, because it is score-based, so
it's score-based, so whether it's right or wrong to do, you always look back at that and say, people might be like, oh no, they shot higher in the bronze, but it's all pressure.
You can't take stress into account of the actual final.
Your match is your match, and no match previous counts at all. It's your match is your match, and the score doesn't matter as long as it's higher than the other person's. It's just how it goes.
Let's go, Lisa.
Erin's up.
Oh, sorry.
Erin's up.
Erin. Big set from you.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see her crack some good ones in there.
Yeah. Get the full 30.
I've got 6 shots to go. 6 shots left. A little bit of breeze just to add to the insult. That's a nice 9. Good shot.
That is a stronger breeze. That's the strongest breeze we've had all day.
Yeah, we've got a nice gust coming up.
Yeah.
Lisa's still looking very solid right in that last group there. Yeah, this could spice things up. Yeah, there we go. Nice shot, Erin.
Boom. Good on you.
Awesome work. The breeze is definitely not letting up. And a 9 just out low. Awesome horizontal work there from Lisa. Super tight.
9.
And 9 from Erin, her best end.
9, 10, 9, yeah. And Lisa with 2 9s in this end thus far. Backs it up with.
10. Good shooting. Well done. Super strong. 3 more shots to go each.
Lisa, her scorecard has gone 10, 10, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10, 9, 9, 9, 10.
Yeah, not bad at all. Awesome work for a final. Awesome work for a final. Especially with the choppy conditions, it can really mess with your head sometimes. So.
Got the bios out,
Yeah.
binoculars.
Linda and Aaron just talking shop there for a little bit.
Yeah. Make slight adjustments there. You'll see a couple of clicks. I hear you guys talking about that.
Yep.
Like I think you're slightly left or right or
Sometimes you just do
up or down.
sometimes you might be just a fraction out, so you just give yourself that mental adjustment that you've made an adjustment.
Yep.
Wow, that one's really coming through now. Not much of a reference in the shot there, but it's certainly blowing through the old tent here.
Just had to change my position so I could read my papers. They're getting all blown up, so we're good to go. This is the women's bronze final in the individuals compound. On screen there we have Erin Gamble.
Erin Gamble with a release 8 in the mouth.
Yep, release 8 in the mouth, yeah.
That's obviously how she
So
prefers
that's
the
the
load.
trigger, right?
Yeah.
And then you put it on the inside of your palm there, and you rotate so your hand's at the back of your face, eh? Twist it over.
Nice setup. Nice, fairly solid shot.
Boom.
5-7.
7.
She may potentially having a few issues with her wrist. I saw her looking at it just before, but
With her what?
just her wrist where it was sitting. But
Oh, right.
that'd normally be can get quite a lot further out if something goes wrong with that.
7 and an 8 for Erin in the set so far. And for Lisa.
Nice from Lisa. Lisa just has to
39.
not make any major mistakes. Obviously, I think she's already potentially
Yeah.
clinched the match.
I think she's 30 points or
Yeah.
maybe 20 so here. What is it? No, up near 30.
Erin with another one of those arrow falling offs. I think she's got it back under control.
Finish strong, Erin. 7. And match.
And Lisa closing it out. Well done.
Yeah, absolutely
shooting.
strong performance from Lisa.
Yeah, bronze medal from Lisa. Well shot. Very well shot.
Here's the final shot of the match.
The thumb going on the trigger there. And
Boom.
then shot breaking. Very nice. Looking real solid, real composed. A little bit relieved also.
Lovely, yeah. Enjoying some high quality H2O after a good win. Lisa.
Please join me in congratulating the bronze medalists on target 1, Lisa Walker.
Well done to Lisa. Good win.
Where's
Good,
Lisa out of? She Auckland?
Yes, I believe so. And so is Erin. So well done to Erin
Yeah,
on
good
on making that bronze medal final, and yeah, hopefully a good experience for her. Tough match for sure, but sure she'll come back from that stronger with the experience.
Absolutely, yeah. Congratulations to both women competing in that event just then for the bronze medal. Coming up now, though, it's the gold medal match for the same event, women's individual compound. In this final, we've got Linda and Leah. How do you say Linda's last name again?
Lanchbury, I believe.
Lanchbury. Okay, Linda Lanchbury versus Leah
Huff.
Both Leah Huff, no, both out in New Zealand.
Yep, these guys also know each other very well and shoot together a lot.
Yep.
It's a bit of a all Auckland field archery style affair.
So what you are watching here, ladies and gentlemen, is the New Zealand Nationals of Archery 2019. Major sponsors, CSC Genesis, NZCT, PTS Logistics and Southern Trusts. Thank you very much for their support, getting this up and running and having this big event happen so that we can share it with you live on the Facebook page. Thank you very much for joining us for this live broadcast. My name's Luke Taplin. I'm sitting in the commentary box with Stephen Florence, who is the recurve men's national champion. He won that this morning. And now we're about to watch the women as they compete for a gold medal in compound.
So women's gold medal final should be fun. So out comes Linda, who was just coaching for Erin a few moments ago.
Please welcome on target 1, Linda Lainsbury. And target 2, Leah Huff.
Linda Lynchbury and Leah Huff head-to-head, gold medal.
Should be fun.
Yeah. Do you know anything about these women, where they're from? And
This is one of these unfortunate situations when I actually know a lot about Linda, but not as much about Leah.
First on target 2.
Okay, what do you know about Linda?
Oh, she's been in archery for a long time, certainly since before I was.
Yep.
Shooting for a long time, predominantly a field archer.
Okay.
Is obviously a good target archer as well. I believe she holds a few national records in the target scene.
Sure.
She's represented New Zealand in target and in field. Her and her husband Mike have their own archery store, Attitude Archery, as you can see on the shirts there. So
Yep.
they've got a good presence here. So they have. She's well into her sport in every possible level.
Here we go.
And she gets the first say. Linda always with a super strong setup. You see her really cranking into that bow.
9.
Quite a long pause.
Yeah, she does tend to hold a little bit sometimes, but she's very meticulous in her preparations. A little bit of confusion there for Leah whether she was shooting or not, but looks solid. And a nice start. Well
wow.
done.
Hear the audience applauding that one, loving it.
Yeah.
Leah kicking off with a 10.
A little bit of a fright there, but that was awesome response. Great start.
9.
Linda slightly up. Still solid golds. Just waiting for that 10. Nice.
2 10s.
Leah looking super relaxed and super stable at this stage.
Leah Huff.
Beautiful work. Deep breath there. Nice.
7, possibly an 8.
Just dipped a bit low there for Linda. It might have just dipped on release.
Makes for an exciting final. We see a start like this. Leah,
Nice shooting from Leah.
10 10 9.
Should be quite happy with that advantage from the first end. It was a nice clean start.
And would Linda go into this? Probably she wouldn't like this tag potentially, but would she go in as the favourite?
I don't know.
You don't know enough about Huff?
I've definitely seen Leah shooting a lot, and she shoots some really good field. I haven't seen her shooting tons of target, but I have just sort of come away from almost a 2-year break. So
Sure.
I don't.
You came away from a 2-year break and turned up and got gold.
Yeah, kind of.
That's awesome.
No, I've been really lucky. The last couple of national events were like just 5 minutes from my house, so
Sure.
I just shoot them because they're right there. But
Yeah.
I've been away from the scene for a fair bit. So these guys could have been smashing target for the last
Totally.
year or so, and I wouldn't actually know, which is a bad place to be commentating on.
All good.
But
I've
yeah,
never been to
but,
archery before, so you're
but,
good.
but yeah, Leah looking super strong there, and looking really good.
Look at the state of that thing. So is that carbon fibre predominantly?
Yeah, there's a fair bit going on that.
Yeah.
So the bow will be aluminium. Bows are the most 99% of them are aluminium. Some of the recurves are carbon. Some of the compounds are carbon too, but there aren't any here today.
Yeah.
Bows carbon. Limbs are generally fiberglass with some carbon laminations in there.
Okay.
Lots of different compound manufacturers. You do see a lot of different ones. There's because they're machines. The compounds are machines,
Yeah.
and so although
Machines.
recurve the person really drives the performance more than anything else, and same with compound, but compounds have very different characteristics. You can get fast ones, slow ones, short ones, long ones. Recurves are pretty much the same.
We see Linda leading off the set. She sits on 26 to Leah's 29.
8.
Just out to that left side again. Just looking for that one shot that she knows is correct, that she can build on.
9.
Nice shot from Leah, just a 9, but look, again, super relaxed. I think she keeps thinking that she's shooting a team and wants to walk off the line after her shot. I think that's what they're laughing at. Another low 7 from Linda.
Is that real long bit out the front of the bow, the pink on the end there, is that for the balance, the counterbalance?
Yeah,
Or does it stand?
it's called a stabilizer. You'll see all the rods are called stabilizers,
Yep.
and
9.
they add mass weight to the bow. They change the center of balance of the bow, which can help make the bow behave how you want it to behave.
Yep.
So everyone's stabilisers are very specific and very personal. That was a nice shot from Linda.
So she's
Hope she
posted a 8, a 7, and a 10.
Hope she can take confidence from that. That looked good. It looked like it was pointed correctly, executed correctly.
And Leah with 3 9s.
A couple of low 9s there, but she still maintains her lead. Maybe increase it slightly.
Yeah, increases it slightly.
See Linda really hauling back on that bow. You don't just want to sit at full draw. You don't just want to sit there. You want to actively pull into what we call the wall. Compound bows have cams which roll back and hit a stop. They hit a physical stop.
You can only pull it back so far.
Yeah, recurves you can pull them until the limbs break or the string falls off or you run out of arms.
Yeah.
But compound, they have a stop. You pull them back and they stop, and so they're generally very, very.
You don't want to sit on that. Is that what you're saying?
You want to be pushing hard into that stop.
Okay.
And people will have their own preference of how hard and the type of stop that you're using. You can get soft ones and hard ones and all sorts of things.
Yep.
But it's important always to be pulling hard into that backstop. And Linda certainly is very good at doing that. And Leah looking super solid here at the moment. She's looks quite happy. Her shots have all looked almost exactly the same.
Yeah. And 5 points, pulling back 5 points after 2 sets.
Hard but doable.
Yeah, because it's a 5-set game. It's a 5-set match.
It's a finals. It's a gold finals, and it's windy. So.
Yep.
I have full confidence that Linda won't be at all panicked or worried about this. This is just her trying to shoot her game, and Leah's going to shoot hers, and it'll all come out in the wash. A little bit left from Linda, still trending slightly left and something low occasionally. A little bit of a slight hesitation there from Leah. That was just possibly coming off the wall, just a fraction that wall I was talking about. Possibly. Just a little bit of a hesitation there, and
Linda will like that. 7.
We'll help Linda out a little bit.
Little window there.
But it is windy, so there's a big gust that just came through on that
totally,
shot.
right as soon as she let go. Cruel Mother Nature there. Leah is always ready. As soon as Linda's shot, Leah's pretty much ready to go.
Yeah, as soon as that arrow hits the target, it's your turn. It's the clock. Your clock's counting down from the moment that thing's gone.
All right.
You don't want to muck about.
Another 8. So 8, 8, and 8, potentially a 9. They'll look at that later on their magnifying glass, but it looks like 3 8s for Linda.
I'd say it's 3 8s from Linda. Leah's still looking quite composed.
Yeah, she was looking steady there.
9 8 7. So potentially a drawn in that end. So Leah maintaining her lead.
Yes, true. 9 8 7. They'll get the magnifying glass out down the end. The judge, here he is. He's
yeah,
happy.
maybe she did scrag that one.
Waiting on some confirmation. The arrows are coming out now. Oh no, they're marking them. They mark them. What do they do there? Just put a little dot next to it, or?
Yeah, so it's very unlikely, but there are possibilities of getting a pass through. So you hit a slightly worn out patch of target, the arrows can go all the way through the target and out the other side.
Sure. So you need to go. It was there, promise.
Yeah, so I've never seen it done in the finals because they normally use nice new targets, but it does happen. The theory is you find an unmarked hole in the target, and that in theory should be your shot.
Sure. Well, Linda managed to claw back 1 point in that in that set.
She got that 9.
Got it. Yes, she did.
Excellent. She got that.
So 76 to 80.
4 points. It's not. That's in the game. The game is fully on here.
Individual compound gold medal match for the women. New Zealand nationals in archery.
4 points. 6 shots. It can go very quickly.
Boom.
Nice from Linda.
Good strong start.
Leah straight up, ready to go. Very smooth, very relaxed looking shot. Solid 9. And then just needs to sneak him over a little bit.
Yeah.
2 10s could really help putting some pressure if she lets Leah get too far ahead.
That adjustment is so little.
Yeah,
isn't it?
They could even be going right where she's pointing them. It's just
Bit of wind,
It's just,
bit of
it's just
whatever.
moving around. It's just
Yeah.
all 8 again out to
8.
that side, so 26.
Leo likes seeing that 8. She can
Yeah,
put it into the yellow, which she
Yeah.
does. It's a 10 as well.
10, so she picks up another couple of points in that end.
That really does build it a little bit, puts it back to maybe a 6-point lead.
So,
Because it was 4.
yep,
and
6,
she's got 2.
6 points now, so
With
it
2
is
sets left.
anything can happen, but it really is. Linda needs to shoot 30s. She needs to be putting arrows in
Yeah.
the 10 to put that pressure on. Otherwise Leah can kind of cruise here.
Yeah,
But
just
if-
sort of
yeah.
go through the formalities and make
Yeah.
sure she's just accurate enough.
A lot of match players, if you're keeping things close, you can really build pressure on your opponent, and they know they can't slip up. You know, all the scores are announced. Everyone knows exactly what the stand is. You can't pretend you don't know what the other archer's done. You know exactly what's going
right
on.
there.
It's right there in front of you. You can't just pretend to not notice. So, yeah, you really want to be building that pressure if you can. But of course, you're just shooting your own game. It's all you can do.
So, going into the 4th set of 5. 6 points is the difference. 102 plays 108. We've got Leah Huff leading. Linda, I keep saying
Lanchbury.
Lanchbury.
I've had lots of practice.
I got to say Lakenberry. I'm getting my N's and CH's around the wrong way, like I'm dyslexic. Lanchenberry.
Lanchbury. Remember the name.
Okay.
Wind just slacking right off on that end.
9.
Slightly low 9.
Yeah.
Nice from Leah. So Leah just needs to hit gold. She just needs to put them in the... Shoot nice relaxed shots and put them in the gold. Linda needs to put pressure on and get these in the 10.
These 10s, yeah.
And force that pressure on her.
9.
Another 9. And all the arrow holes in that target are pretty much left, apart from
Yeah.
3 of them.
Amazing, eh? They've all hit that
Everyone's getting sucked over.
centre or left.
10.
Nice from Leah.
Oh, wow.
Super smooth.
That's pressure.
Nice control.
8.
8. It's amazing that pressure, what it actually does to a very good athlete. And it doesn't matter in what sport.
10 points for the
10, another 10,
Well
and a
shot,
win.
Leah. Very nicely shot.
Bam, bam,
Well done.
bam. Leah Huff finishes with a 9, a 10, and a 10. Final shot,
She looked-
left-handed shooter.
She looked really good right from the get-go. Her first shot looked really smooth. She barely made any noticeable difference between any of those arrows across that whole match. That was
Look at the smile.
nice. She knows what she needs to do.
Yeah, a double fist pump.
Double fist pump.
I don't see them often, actually, the double fisties. They're nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, well done to her. That's Leah Huff. She takes out the gold medal at New Zealand Nationals.
Again, she can laugh about the nerves now, but she did exceptionally well. So that was good stuff. And well done to Linda for making the gold medal match and making a silver. Well done.
Yeah, well done, Linda.
Good shooting.
Congratulations.
She'll be back. She'll always be back.
Gold medalist, Leah Huff.
And there is your champion.
Leah, pretty stoked. Well done to Leah. Very nice shooting.
Yeah, very, very happy with that. Well done to her. Gold medal. Boom. Right, and moving straight on again, we go into the men's compound now. Get straight through it, don't you? We fly through these events, use the pun.
It's your guys' presence. You guys need to turn up to all of our events, and we won't be sitting here at 8 o'clock at night.
Does that happen?
When
When these days go long?
Oh, when TV's here, man, it's on.
The next match is the bronze medal.
Okay, so opening things up with the bronze medal. It is Freddie Leota and Brodie Cox. Freddie Leota out of Fiji,
Yeah,
representing Fiji today at the New Zealand Nationals.
very
And
much so.
Is he another Olympian, as you mentioned earlier?
He's a compounder, so he's probably unlikely
sure, true.
he's unlikely to have been to the Olympics with that thing.
The compound doesn't go to the Olympics, does it?
No, it's the one bastion of hope that us recurvers have left, is that the compounders aren't allowed in the games yet.
He let me hold his weapon before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
His bow, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Target
Yeah, he-
New Zealand, Brodie Cox.
Brodie Cox, there we go. So Freddie Leota, Brodie Cox.
Well done to Brodie, making all the way to the final. He's a young lad, actually. Don't let his rather decent height fool you. He's a young lad, and this will be a good match for him. Freddie's been through the mill this weekend. He had his bow blow up on him in the field event a few days ago.
Blow up?
Blow up. Shot without an arrow, I think, which compounds don't like that. You shoot a compound without an arrow, all the energy's got to go somewhere. It tends to go back into the bow and then it tends to explode. So I don't know what exactly damage was done, but I believe it was new limbs and possibly new cams and all sorts of stuff. So he had a real tough start to this, so well done for him to get it all built up and ready to go and make this gold medal final.
I've noticed, as you'll see in the background of that shot there, just behind Brodie, a few Australian shirts floating around the place.
Don't be fooled. I believe they're often worn by New Zealanders that have been to Australia for junior competitions.
Okay.
I think we have had a few Australians here, but I think it's often
Don't get me wrong, any Australians, you're most welcome. Come on down.
Oh, they certainly are. They're pretty good though. So
are they?
Yeah,
the good nation of archers.
Yeah, Aussies are good.
Yeah. Who is the best in the world at archery, traditionally?
Depends. Korea recurve for sure. Compound, you'd probably have to say the USA most of the time, but there's some super competitive other teams. Current number 1 is Mike Slosher, who is from the Netherlands, Dutch.
Is that in compound?
Compound, yeah.
Dutchman. That's where the world champs are this year too, aren't they?
Is it? Yeah, I have to check that.
Okay. Kicking things off is Brodie Cox in the bronze medal match for men's individual compound. And he opens.
Solid 10, it looks
Yeah.
like. Top of the spot there. They really probably should have changed that face between these things, but we are chopping through this match.
Got a few holes in it. 9, possibly a 10.
Ready.
By your eye, you thought it was a 10, Stephen?
8
And
low.
he's put an 8 up.
I guess 10, but we'll see.
Yeah. Wow, he's splitting arrows there.
Good group.
Freddie backs it up with a 10, so he's put an 8 and a 10 on the board because Brodie is on
Brodie.
fire. with
Brodie.
Potentially 3 10s.
Just absolutely ripping into that thing in that wind.
I'll
Very
check the...
solid shooting from Brodie.
yeah, well, after Freddie, whatever he can line up, he needs it. To stay in this and keep it. Good.
9.
Good, I'm glad he got in the yellows. Because Brodie looks strong. You don't want to fall too far behind too early.
He looked solid. That looked nice.
So the judges are out there now, having a look to see what they think of that first arrow from Brodie. Will it be a 9 or a 10? If it touches any of the line, it's a 10. Even if it's mostly in 9, if it's touching the line, they give you the highest number.
Yep, only has to touch. Only has to touch, and we will take every millimetre we possibly can, especially in gold finals.
Are you wriggling a little bit? Are you busting for a pee?
Well, I'm not supposed to say this on this, but I'm due for a drug test in about 5 minutes, so I've been cranking the water because you've got to go pee in front of somebody.
Oh, right.
And I didn't want to, I was worried about missing my spot.
10.
So I've just actually called for emergency backup from Emily, and we're going to get her back because I'm going to die.
3 points the difference. 30 to place 27.
They have to drug test you. I suppose you're a gold medalist. They got to make sure you're not
Yeah.
illicit or too
Yeah.
hardcore.
It's my reward for a great performance is peeing in a cup.
Pee in this cup and let me sniff it and let you make sure we're not on
legit.
anything silly.
So I'm going to disappear very
Are you
shortly.
going to pass?
Yeah, of course.
Good. Freddie. Freddie to lead because he slightly down in the last set by 3 points. There we go. 27 plays 30. Freddie Liotta. And while Stephen gets his drug test and pees in a cup, Emily's back
Hello again.
to join us in the commentary box. Kia ora, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
So we've got Freddie and Brodie. 3 points up at this stage. Brodie Cox over Freddie Liotta.
Awesome.
Freddie just posted a 10 as a second shot in the second set.
Nice. Brodie's a young guy, so it's great to see them getting some experience in these finals matches.
Where's Brodie Cox from?
From Auckland.
Auckland boy.
A little bit high there, hopefully he'll move his side up. That wind's coming from behind now, that'll be pushing the arrows high.
Oh, right, sure. Is that what it does if it's from behind? It's Oh, another 10.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so if the wind's coming from behind you, then it lifts the arrows up, and the opposite of it's coming towards you pushes them down.
Okay. Oh,
Wow, that was a powerful shot. That was great.
Fast, and he didn't muck around.
Awesome.
Okay, so that's a 9-9-10 from Brodie and a 10-9-10 from Freddie. So that gives, because Freddie, as you can see there in the background of that shot, he's 3 points behind, so he would have gathered 1 point back on that.
Yeah, 2 point lead isn't too much, but like we saw before, if you can maintain it, then it's enough to win.
Yeah, take it into the later stages of the match. It'll put a bit of pressure on you. Know that you need 10s or whatnot. So as the judges change the scorecards, we reset for the next set here. Set number 3 out of 5.
Freddie draws back another point, down to 2.
Cool.
56 plays 58. Brodie Cox leading.
Awesome. It's actually awesome to see Brodie shooting so well. So I remember at Oceania Championships, he had a finals match that he was pretty nervous for. So it's great to see that he's taken what he learned there and is performing really well now.
Freddie leading as he's still behind.
From Fiji.
From Fiji. Wearing his national colours and national shirt.
That's awesome, the pride that they have for their country.
Yep. Boom.
9 high, nice. It's good to see on the target of the arrow holes that everyone's been consistent all day.
Yeah, and it all seems slight, well, maybe not so on them. I was going to say more left.
Yeah, a little bit, eh?
Is that a 7, was it?
Yeah, so he just steered that one a little bit too far left, maybe a bit changing pressure on the front hand, yep.
All Freddie pounds.
Nice, yes he does.
Whoa.
Takes that open door.
That, depending on what this next shot is, that does the lead.
10, nice.
Oosh.
Good recovery after that first shot.
Looks like she's probably all square at this stage. Another
Stayed
9.
calm and confident
9,
for a
10,
high 9.
9.
Nice.
Consistent. Freddie. A high 9, yeah. So you're saying slightly higher than the equator, are you?
Yep. Yeah, so just a little bit. So if it's not in the 10, then high, low, or
left or right. Yep. Okay, so the judges are back on the targets, having a look, and they're just checking that middle shot from Brodie, the second shot, because they weren't sure it was a 9 or a 10. So we'll get some confirmation. You can see that one there that's in the yellow. If it's touching any of the black line, it becomes a 9.
Did they mention to you the marking of the targets?
No.
Yeah, so you always have to mark the arrow holes so that if the arrow goes in and bounces out again, you can tell which hole that it came through.
Yes, I did ask about that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because some of them could even go through, or...
Yes, so if they pass through as well, then they can use that to check.
So that is putting... But what if it hits it and then bounces out on the... You know, you don't know... How do you know which hole it
So that the hole that it's not marked.
Ah, of course, because the hole that's not marked, you mark every hole.
Yeah, yes, you mark every single one. Yeah. Although it's a problem if they go in exactly the same place.
Yeah.
But generally you'd still be able to tell because the paper will open up quite wide.
Sure. Yep. Okay, so what was that? We got an 84, plays 82. Freddie has taken the lead, has he?
Yep, that's correct.
He's jumped in front. Boom, with 2 sets left, sorry. So Brodie Cox kicking things off now that Freddie has taken the lead.
If he stays confident, he should be fine. Nice.
Boom. Is that touching?
Not
maybe.
quite,
No.
but that's some strong shot execution there, so you can tell he's still staying in his zone.
A nice side shot. I like that.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Boom.
Wow, it's good. I see. You can see that little spider that I was mentioning in our earlier.
Yeah, you can see it there. Yeah, I brought that up with Stephen.
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
What do you have to say?
I sounded knowledgeable. Thank you. 9. That's another 9 from Brodie. So he's back-to-back 9s in the 4th set.
See the wind moving his bow around a little there. I'm liking these angles that they're getting. Nice.
Oh, he needed that. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That keeps
That's a
keeps
solid
it very
set.
even. 9, 9, 10. Interesting to see what Freddie can do here. If he gets a 10, then Brodie's going to go 1 step backwards. Even after a strong set. And he gets
Wow,
it.
that's awesome.
Well, it is the finals time. It is finals
So,
day.
yeah, are we all tied up now, or has Freddie still got the lead?
No, I think Freddie will be 3 ahead.
3 ahead?
Yeah, going into the 5th set. We'll just double check that. They're down there having a look at some of the scores. Judges getting a nice close-up view there.
Hopefully we can get a shoot off.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see
Always
a
fun to
shoot off.
watch, yeah.
Is that 1 arrow, eh?
Yeah, 1 arrow each, yep. Ultimate test of accuracy.
Yeah, I'd love to see a shoot off.
Every match I've been asking for one, and the Archers haven't given me one yet.
What about if you're in one? Do you hate them?
Oh, I had one this morning.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah,
I witnessed
that's right.
that. That's
yes, yeah. No, I love shoot-offs. I think
Yep.
they're awesome.
Here we go. We're getting some scores coming through now. Freddie, they've settled his number on 113. And Brody sitting on 110. So 110 plays 113. So 3 points in it. Not a lot, but we are going into the final set now. So there's a bit of pressure on Brody.
Yep, just a little bit, but I mean, the 3 points, you know, that's not a lot. If he shoots down some nice 10s or X's, then it gives him a good chance.
Brody will start shooting in the final end.
It's New Zealand Nationals of Archery, ladies and gentlemen. If you're joining us here for this live broadcast, thank you very much. This is at One Tree Hill or Cornwall Park in Auckland. And this is the bronze medal match for men's individual compound.
Just trying to find his release side there.
His buzzer's gone. Has he got?
He's got plenty of time,
Yeah.
yep. He's a quick shooter, so no stress there. Nice.
Opens with a 10.
Good.
Exactly what he needed to keep things interesting. Answer straight back.
Yeah, not giving enough, is he? Giving Brody no room for error here.
No. 9.
Oh, that's still a good shot.
Huge. Yeah.
Ready again.
Oh,
Little
there's that
high.
window of opportunity you
Yep.
were talking about.
Yep. If Brody can throw down a 10, then
grab
it'll
a
be
10,
make
yeah.
it quite interesting.
9.
9 high. Last one for Freddie.
If he gets a 9 or a 10, it's a win.
10
10.
10 points
That's
and
a great
the win
finish.
to Freddie
Very convincing.
Leota, national champion.
Awesome.
Oh no, sorry, bronze medal match.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Getting ahead of myself. Very proud.
Yeah, he looks
well done.
stoked with that, doesn't he?
Yeah, congratulations to that man.
Awesome. Such a good job. So now we've got the men's gold finals.
Congratulations, please, for our bronze medalist, Freddie Leota.
Well done to him, Freddie Leota, out of Fiji, bronze medalist at the New Zealand Nationals 2019 compound men's individual. And yeah, as you were saying, Emily, we've got the gold medal match coming up next. So
Exciting.
this is a biggie.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. The compound men's gold final has always been a tight one. We've had a history of really good compound male shooters in the past, won a few World Cup medals and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's awesome.
One of them's your coach?
I don't know if my coach has actually won an international medal before.
Oh no, but he's in the final.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
Riku Van Tonda is your coach, is that right?
No, Robert Turner.
Oh, Robert Turner's your coach.
Yep.
Excuse me. So I'll just write the names up, keep an eye on the scoreboard. We got Riku and Rob. Here they are lined up. Rob joined us in the commentary box earlier as well.
Yes, yeah. He's
Very
actually,
knowledgeable man.
yeah, he's an awesome shooter.
Yeah.
So it's always exciting when you get to watch your coach shoot.
And he's also coached the national squad from Taiwan. or-
Yeah, and they've had an extremely successful campaign with him as coach. They've won multiple World Cups and medalled at World Championship finals and everything. Yeah, fantastic.
As we talk about them, they start making their way towards
We
the
come down
field.
to the final match
Riku
of the
in the
day,
grey
compound
and
men's
yellow with the
gold
saber-toothed
medal
tiger on the front, and Rob Turner with the black and yellow. national
On target 1,
final.
please welcome Riku Van Honda.
Good luck, that man, Riku
On
Van
target
Tonder.
Is this
2,
his third
Robert
match?
Turner.
This is his third match in the yeah, it is, in this afternoon session. Compound. He's done the match play teams, also the district, and now individuals. So he's had a bit of practice.
Yep,
Now he knows the
he's
field.
warmed in, knows how it goes. He's on the same target he was earlier, so that's good. It's always good
Yeah.
to have consistency between the targets you shoot on. That's nice to see. Saying good luck to each other.
Good luck, mate, but I want to beat you.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
For those few seconds that you're standing on the line, you're not their friend anymore.
No, there it is. It's a good fist pump. Love how
Yep.
we replay the fist pumps.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there we go. We're off. The sirens have sounded. And there's the second one. That means timer is on.
Oh, Riku up first.
Riku.
Open strong. Shot.
Boom.
Gotta love those clean target faces.
Yeah. Totally. We know what's what.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Almost to X. Good shot, coach. They're holding steady in that wind.
Yeah.
Nice, look at that. Almost hit the back of his own arrow.
Splitting arrows there. And
Yeah,
final
so
to
if
start.
the arrow goes down the back of the one you just shot, that's called a Robin Hood.
Robin Hood. Do you get any extra points for it?
No, unfortunately you don't, but you do get the same points that the first arrow
And you're
hit the target.
and you're the bomb.
Yeah, exactly.
Mad respect.
Wow, look at that. That's stunning shooting.
That is a start and a half,
I
man.
reckon he can move his sight down a click or two. if you want to be picky about it. A little bit high.
A 10, a 9, and an 8 from Rob. Okay, so Riku with 30 points to start,
Very solid.
all in the same dot. That was just...
Yeah, that's awesome, isn't it?
How often do you see people hitting arrows like that, like 10, 10, 10, bang, bang, bang? That's not even a mil apart.
Maybe not too often, but we do have some good shooters in New Zealand, as Riku is proving right here.
Yeah,
And Rob's very close behind, only a few points there.
yep.
Both of them, I assume, will be moving their sights a little bit, adjusting for that wind.
And as you can see, the grandstands are packed here at One Tree Hill, Cornwall
Giving
Park.
us a wave.
Giving us a wave, yep. All hopefully got sunblock on. The sun's out.
Yep,
Beautiful
got
day here
the
at
Target
Kapiti Koto.
Archery umbrella at the top there.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, once again, put the sponsors up. Brilliant. Thank you very much to them getting in behind this event. Archery Warehouse, PTS Logistics, NZCT, CSE Genesis.
Cool, Rob will shoot first in the second set.
He's down by 3 points, as we just saw on the graphics popping up there. 27 plays 30. Rob Turner to start. Coach is Emily, sitting here with me in the commentary box.
Yep.
Is he a good coach?
Yeah, really good, awesome coach. There we go.
Yeah.
That's the one.
You've been with him a while?
Yeah, I think about 3-4 years now.
Sure. Wow, is that on the... Oh, no. If it was on the spider.
No.
Get off
Bit
there.
low for that. Nice. There we go. He's settling into his rhythm now. It's good. Nice.
He's got 1 point back on Riku.
Yep. Only 2 points separating them now.
9 from Rob.
Still consistent, still close to the rest of the arrows, so that's good.
And Riku, who's had 5 shots and 4 of them be 10s thus far in this final.
And another one.
Goes and gets
That
another
looks
one.
like it's just snuck into the X there.
Wow. He's done well. It's 5 out of 6 10s. 5 10s out of 6 shots.
Yep. That's fantastic. That's really good.
Makes it hard to compete with.
Yep. Totally does.
Did you pass your drug test, sir? Really? He's got to go do another one. So we're talking to Stephen Florence, who's won the men's individual recurve?
Yeah,
didn't he?
that's right.
Yeah.
It's interesting. He was saying to me that he's placed second in this event 5 times. So for him to win it today was really awesome.
Yeah, that is huge. Congratulations to all the winners today.
Yeah, he shot well.
Yeah. So judges down at the scorecards now, at the scoreboards, pulling out the arrows from the chart. What do you call those? Charts, maps, faces?
Yeah, face. That's
Face,
right. Yeah.
pulling it out of the face. And resetting. So it looks like we've got 59 plays, 56, Riku Van Tondo leading Robert Turner.
Maintaining that 3-point lead that he had in the first set.
Yeah.
3 points the difference, 59-56.
True. So that set just sort of was even, wasn't it? 10-9-10 versus 10-10-9. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, it's
Very
an absolutely
close.
beautiful day out to shoot. Breeze is nice for the spectators, but don't know if the archers are enjoying it so much.
Tamaki Makoto turning it on.
You can see the flags at the top of the targets if they show it, that the wind is picking up a little bit.
Yeah, and they're flipping towards, well,
Yeah, towards the archers,
Yeah.
so
gonna drop the nose a little.
possibly. Maybe just a low 9.
9.
Oh, you called it.
Called it.
Absolutely called it.
Wonder if coach will correct it. Nice.
Riku with a 10.
Nice, strong setup. Very calm and confident. Yep, there we go. Gets the 10. Nice. Very consistent shooting.
Yeah. He's only scored 1-9. Everything's been a 10. Apart from one shot from Riku. Another 10.
Nice. Good job, coach.
They're actually all doing it, aren't they?
Yep.
These two.
Not leaving each other much room at all.
A 9 for Riku's final shot in the third set.
Still a good
Final
shot. That means they tie, and so Riku will maintain his 3-point lead, if I'm correct.
Yeah, you are. It's 3 sets been in this gold medal match. 2 of them tied, all 9s and 10s. And there was a 3-point lead set up by Riku in the very first set. And that 3-point lead stays the same. 29 apiece.
Cool.
So we're going into set number 4. Now gold medal match of the New Zealand Archery Nationals. It's the compound section of the event today. Men's individual. We've had women's. Teams, district as well.
Last match of the day.
Last match of the day.
Surely we get a shoot off on this one.
We will be announcing the winner of the racket.
Oh, it's got on. I was going to say it's gone up a point. No, it hasn't. 3 points. It's good. We're all right.
They look very calm and confident there.
So if you're new to
Ready
this,
to
totally
go.
new to this, it's 50 metres that they're shooting in compound. Where they're standing to the face. Turner, sorry.
8.
Rob Turner with an 8.
He knew that was going low right as he released.
Tell by his reaction.
Yep, just by you could see the way that he flicked his arm up.
Yep.
Trying to keep it in the yellow.
Yep.
There you go.
10.
Good.
Just well.
Yep. That's exactly what you want to see. If you make a mistake, you got to be able to correct really quickly, and he's able to do that, which is fantastic.
Riku answers straight back with a 10 of his own.
Absolutely. On fire today.
Nine.
9.
Still looks like a solid shot.
9 from Robert Turner to round out his 4th set. Riku responds with
9.
9. Does that put Rob closing the lead by 1 point?
it was an 8-9-10 versus a 9-10-9. No, I think that will
Okay.
extend Riku by 1, so that'll make it 4 points.
Yeah, my maths is a bit dodgy, so
No, don't worry.
it takes me a moment or two to get it right.
Yeah, that's going to build. That builds a bit of pressure for Rob. Rob needs some 10s. Riku needs to. Well, it's going to be hard. If we look at Riku's 1, 2, 3, he's had 2, 5, 3, 6, 9, 12. He's had 12 shots, and he's only got 3 9s. The rest of them are 10s.
That's world class right there.
It is a.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it world class? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, to win a World Cup match,
Yeah,
you've
that's
got to
impressive.
shoot a score of around about 145 to 150.
Okay.
So that's only a couple 9s here and there. So 150 is the maximum you can get.
Sure. 30 over 5 sets. Yeah, bam, every 10.
Yeah.
150 to final. So what will win it? A 145 or a 1? Is that a
So
world champion?
anywhere from like 145 to 150 would give you a good shot
Yeah.
at winning.
You're pretty much perfect, aren't you?
Yeah, although if you go up against world number 1, you've got to shoot a 150.
Do you?
Yep.
They'll get all 10s.
Yep, absolutely. The world records in compound are very high.
Robert Turner leading because he's 4 points behind, so the person with the lowest points leads. Into the final set now, the gold medal match, 2019 New Zealand Archery Nationals.
Setting up strong. Well done. Yeah, he moved through his shot very confidently. That was awesome.
That was almost on the spider, wasn't it?
Yep, it was. Very close, I was about to say. Oh, a little twitch
Oh,
there.
yeah.
But resettles. 9. Still good. He managed to refocus and not let it ruin his shot. Does give Rob a window, though.
Oh, it's 1 point back over 4.
Yep.
He needs to claw 4. Oh,
Nice. There we go. That looks like it just snuck in the X as well.
now this will be interesting. What can Riku do? How does he bounce back from a 9? With an
There we go.
Is that spider material?
Nope. Just stop it. You've got to get it right in the middle
Okay.
to count.
Okay. 9, 10. That makes it really hard for Rob. Rob got a 9.
Yep. That was a really, really nice one. Wow.
He finishes.
That was
with a
fantastic
10.
shooting.
It really is. It really is. And that wraps up that event, ladies and gentlemen. The gold medal match of the compound individuals. Men's here at the Auckland Archery Championships. This final shot. Boom. Right in
Last
the
one
middle.
to win it. Yep.
Right in the bucket. Last
Yep.
one to win it. Yeah, he didn't let up today. He got only 4 9s over
So
the whole.
146. So that's internationally competitive. That's awesome.
That is
Really good.
impressive. So Robert Turner
Good
there,
job, coach.
Emily's coach.
Proud of you.
Yeah, he did do really, really
You did
well.
good.
Silver medalist and the gold medalist of the New Zealand Archery Nationals
Well
compound
done,
event.
Riku.
is
Great
Riku
shooting.
and
Fantastic.
Yeah, well done to that man. Absolutely, wow. It was just almost perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, 145 they're saying.
45. Oh, sorry, I probably put you wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, yeah.
5. There
Yeah.
was 5 9s. Yeah.
The medal ceremony will start shortly, right in front of the range. Just a couple of notes. We will be drawing the
Emily, thank you very much for joining us in the commentary box again this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Been awesome.
If you're able to help out tomorrow with the tack down day.
And to everyone that's joined us here on the broadcast, it's been outstanding having you with us, and thank you so much for your support. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage of the New Zealand Nationals in archery today. It's been wonderful learning about the sport here today. From my point of view, I'm brand new to it, so thank you for putting up with my lack of knowledge.
I'm sure you learned a few things today.
Yeah, I did, and congratulations on what you achieved today.
Thank you.
And good luck going forward again.
Awesome.
And,
Thank you so much.
to everybody here at the archery in New Zealand and within the scene, thank you very much for having us. Have a great day, and well done to all the competitors. Cheers.
This is for your choice of either a Riku or compound bow, donated by Archery Warehouse, so it's archery sponsorship. The winner of the boat is George Wong. George, can you please come and collect? deliberations going on here. George will take the compound. Well done, George, and thank you, James, from Archery Warehouse. That means the recurve, that was also one of the prizes here. That will be a draw prize at the banquet tonight. We're almost ready for our medal presentation. They will start very shortly. Thank you very much all for your attention today. Look forward to the medals, and thank you all for your work and for your shooting this sled. Well done, everyone. time, and will be introduced.
Just on the ground. Yeah, we could. You reckon?
Hey man, Jaws was never my scene, and I don't like Star Wars. Say Rose, I say Royce, say God, give me a choice. Say Lord, I say Christ, I don't believe in Peter Pan, Frankenstein or Superman. All I wanna do is rise, rise, rise. I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. Races are coming your way, so forget all your duties. Oh yeah. Bottom girls, they'll be riding today, so look out for those beauties. Oh yeah. On your marks, get set, go.
We're going to start the medal presentation. If you'd like to make sure you're down here, please, we're going to start. So, thank you so much for coming along and supporting the finals day today. It's been a fabulous day, I think we would all agree. Just before we start, I would like once again to acknowledge and thank our wonderful gold sponsors who have contributed so much to making this event possible. In particular, I'd like to say thank you to Archery Warehouse, James and the team there, who were our gold sponsor for archery retail and generously supplied, in combination with Win and Win, the two bows that have been so popular in the raffle. Of course, the compound is gone, but the recurve is still up for grabs for those that are coming to the banquet this evening. So thank you, James and Archery Warehouse. In addition, we have a number of other sponsors who've contributed very strongly. CSC Genesis with all the radios. It would have been impossible to do this without the radios they've supplied, so thank you very much. PTS Logistics, a long-term supporter of archery in New Zealand, of course sending the 240-foot and the 220-foot containers all around the country to support these events. So PTS, thank you very much for that. And finally, our two trusts, New Zealand Community Trust and the Southern Trust, both of whom made significant contributions, and again, without those contributions, this would not have been possible. So thank you so much. Now we look forward, just before we start the medal presentations, there is one more bow to go, and there are 177 of you coming to the banquet tonight. So one of you people will win a recurve bow, which is fantastic, so look forward to seeing you there. Just two items of housekeeping now, please, before we start. One is that we are doing the pack down of the Rongamai range, the butts into the containers, tomorrow morning at Rongamai at 9 o'clock. And it would be greatly appreciated, any of you who could come along and give us a hand. If we have 5 people, it will take forever. If we have 40 people, it'll be done in a jiffy. So if you could support that, that would be wonderful. And finally, sorry to harp on an old theme, but we have arrows still in the ground there from Von Tonders as one surname, and the other surname is Bassett. Could we please have you there to help look for the arrows? We will help with that process, but we'd like you there as well. Okay, thank you very much, and on to the medal ceremony.
Thank you, Grant. What a fantastic day it's been here at the Auckland Archery Club for our finals day. Thank you all once again for coming. It has been a huge success, and certainly on behalf of the Auckland Archery Club, we're very pleased with both your turnout and how the day has run. We're going to commence today's medal ceremony with the 3-person teams match play medal matches, and for presenting these, I'd like to ask you to thank one of our gold sponsors, Vicky Mischewski from CSE Genesis. Commencing with the recurve 70-metre 3-person teams. In third place for the bronze medal is the breaking age barrier team of Olivia Sloan, Sue Sundheim and Riley Griffiths. Second place for the silver medal, Far Kingdoms of Archery, Sarah Fuller, Olivia Hodgson and Cherie Kinnear. And first place for the gold medal, Team Camembert, Emily Cavell, Ben McLean and Regan Q. Well done to the recurve 70-metre teams. Next up is our compound teams that were shot at 50 metres, starting with the bronze medal, Team Extreme, Izzy Vasilev, Ryan Dittert and Adam Nitziel. In second place for the silver medal, the Rose Between Two Thorns, Nate Butterfield, Elizabeth Randall and Gary Young. And finally for the gold medal, Koe Vuls, Lisa Walker, Ben Trim and Riku Van Tonda. Congratulations, that is our compound three-person teams match play. We now move to our district mixed teams match play event, starting with the bronze medal. In third place, the Wellington Archery Association. In second place, the South Island District Archery Association. And in first place for the recurve district mixed teams match play, Auckland District Archery Association. Congratulations, that is our recurve district mixed teams match play champions. We now move to our compound district mixed team match play event. In third place, the Wellington Archery Association. In second place, the Eastern Central Bay of Plenty Archery Association. And the winners of the 2019 Compound District Mixed Teams Match Play event, Auckland District Archery Association. That is the Compound District Mixed Teams Match Play Champions. We now move to our final set of events for the day, but before we do, I'd like to ask you all to thank our presenter, Vicky Mashevsky from CSC Genesis, our gold sponsor, for those presentations. To present the individual match play, open match play champions, I would like to ask one of our other gold sponsors, James Kinnear from Archery Warehouse, to come forward. Starting with our recurve women's individual match play champions. In third place, Catherine Watson. Second place, Maria Tucker. And the 2019 recurve women open champion, Cherie Kinnear. Moving to our recurve men individual match play finalists. In third place, Chase Martin Roberts. Second place, Robert Elder. And our 2019 men's recurve open match play champion, Stephen Florence. For our Compound Women Match Play Championship, in third place, Lisa Walker. Second place, Linda Lansbury. And our 2019 Open Compound Women Match Play Champion, Leah Huff. And our final division, our Open Compound Men Match Play Championship. In third place, Freddie Leota. Second place, Robert Turner. And the 2019 Open Men's Compound Match Play Champion, Riku Van Tonda. That completes our match play medal presentation. Once again, thank you to our gold sponsor from Archery Warehouse, James Kinnear.